It's just different.
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm stuck in my ways. Paper is all we about, nigga. All that beefing for the lame dudes. They just be running their mouth, nigga. Had me call a Brook and Rumble. Had them grimy niggas run up in your house, nigga. Cannon all up in your mouth. Ugh. Rick James on your couch. Whoa. Cheddar bang with the cloud. Oh, Barry Blue with the account. Oh, only losers talking down, but looking up to me when I come around. That's why I got the crown. These dudes ain't ill, rapping they frail, nigga. That shit I can't feel like in the skill. I'm sleeping on rappers like Bill after the pill, yeah. Fuck is on your mind, boy. Came back to put you niggas back in line, boy. Get a good looking niggas on your side, boy. Oh, bitch, niggas, whole click a bunch of tomboys. God, Staten Island, yeah, it's mine, boy. I ain't trying, I just do it on the side, swear to God. How y'all in the booth all day and still playing catch up? You ain't even got a job. Defeat these niggas in my leisure. Beastin', rest in peace when I'm on that feature. Beastin', he's rapping, immaculate, feed him. Niggas G'ing him if they saying they seeing him. See me and my niggas one of a kind. Probably why everybody be so mad at us all the time. I ain't aiming at nothing, I'm just detonating the bomb. It's a brand new line since we messing with niggas' mind.
Fuck around and have a Billy in a Pico. Just a rego for a grip. Leave a nigga stitch on the lead low. To me, you niggas is rooted the loom. They keep it brief though. We on leave a nigga reformed. I ain't meek though. See all of my niggas riding in the streets though. None of us ain't doing Willie. Start up on you like a hilly. I'm up in the semi, no bluff. It'll lift a nigga up. Try to tell a niggas gotta be the one with the wave. Got a little shorty with the pose. In the stage, all my niggas black and with the white. A bunch of renegades. You ain't with the action on my life. You niggas just a rage. You ain't gotta act them with the shits, nigga. Messing with the flow, cause about how I flip, nigga. Stepping up the medication, get a dish, nigga. Barry with the batches, hit me when you need a hit, nigga. Known fact, I'ma knock it out the park. CBS is lighting up the dark, you don't wanna see the spark. Pop a nigga, let us see the twirl. You can have the Allen, nigga, I'ma need the word. Known fact, I'ma knock it out the park. CBS is lighting up the dark, you don't wanna see the spark. Still gon' do it, give a fuck about who do it first. You can have the Allen, I'ma need the universe.
I create the way. These niggas riding around it. I create the way. These niggas riding around it. I create the way. These niggas riding around it. I create the way. These niggas riding around it. Yeah. Fuck it, I'm stuck in my ways. Paper is all we about, nigga. All that beefing for the lame dudes. They just be running their mouth, nigga.
Me and my niggas one of a kind. Greatest of all time. I create the wave. These niggas riding around it.
Boom shakalaka. You already know the vibes. It's Who Run the City, the podcast. I mean, Tea Time, Big Fan Breezy. Yes, sir. We back at it again. You heard?
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. To see Fries Tass in the building early.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Team Nixon is in the building. You already know the vibery. Shout out to Team Nixon Ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to all the Nets fans that's soon to be pulling up. Shit, man, where you want to start this, man? I didn't. Well, you know, I wasn't welcome, so I didn't see what you were saying on Nixon Ish with you and Kev wrapping up the season because Leon Rose said something.
Oh yeah, now you know we was talking a lot of shit about Knicks fans and you know, talk about mostly it was about the Leon Rose. I started off, you know, spazzing on Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, I mean, for talking crazy about Leon Rose and the front office of the New York Knicks. And then I started spazzing on Knicks fans. You feel me? So I could give a brief recap of what I said on Knicks Ish. What I said on Knicks Ish, especially towards Stephen A. Smith. You know, he called Leon Rose a coward for doing his interview on MSG, and I said, you know, that's disrespectful to Mike Breen, because Mike Breen as a commentator is one of the most fair commentators. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Damn, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But he's a fair commentator. He criticized the Knicks as well as give them their flowers when they do well. Like, he's impartial. You feel me? Yeah. So, you know, to say that he's a coward for doing a interview with Mike Breen is disrespectful to Mike Breen. You feel me? How you gonna say you got a tremendous respect for Mike Breen, but they ain't gonna say, oh, because he worked for MSG, he can't do his job well? Like, that's ridiculous and disrespectful. You feel me? And what is Stephen A. mad that Leon Rose didn't give him the exclusive on MSG, I mean on ESPN, like it sounds like a lot of hateration and holleration because Leon Rose already told you what the goal was for this team when he signed up with the team. He said we got a 4 to 5 year goal for this team to be contenders. We in year 2. What we in year 2, and if you add the fact that we only 5 games under what we won last year. You feel me? Like 5 games. Granted,
I mean, I don't know, but
granted it was 10 more games this season, right?
yeah.
Granted, we
That's
were
what I was
still only 5 more wins less than we were last year, right? And there's a multitude of reasons why that didn't happen. You feel me? Like why it didn't work. You feel me? But to call him a coward for when he already told you what the game plan was, he didn't have to speak at all. He decided to give the Knicks fans the interview. You feel me? Like, why do I gotta go and it's not like these other interviewers, these other beat reporters be asking tough questions. I watched the post games with Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. They don't be asking tough questions like that, bro. So what are you upset about? Like, so Mark Berman from the Post could ask them the same shit that Mike Breen asked them? Like what?
I don't know, man. I feel like the front office is going to take a lot of scrutiny because, y'all was at 4th going into the playoffs last season. So rightfully so, fans, alike other
and I spoke to that as well.
Sportscasters. And case in point is, like you said, Leon Rose, he's not a public guy, so he don't pull up a lot. And hold on, I'm hot as hell. I got this hoodie on.
Yo, word. Look, word, bro. It was 70 degrees today, bro.
Yeah, I just came out. I just came from outside. It was nice, but it was breezy.
Yeah, it's starting to cool down.
I'm inside now, but I can't do the hoodie the whole show, man. I tried, man. It's my favorite Kyrie hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I tried to wear it. You can't even see Kyrie picture on here. So.
But I spoke to the fact, of where we were last year versus this year. Now, everybody in the world said that we overachieved last year. And this is part of the reason why I brought up how many games we won this year versus last year. We won 41 games last year. We won 37 this year, right? Everybody said we were overachieving last year, widely overachieving. You feel me? They had us slated for 17 games last year. We won 41, right? This was more of a coming back to reality kind of a level. You feel me? Like, all right, y'all won 41, y'all won 30. I saw that. Yeah. Y'all won 41, y'all won 37 this year. You feel me? And it's a lot of reasons that could be attested to that, but it's more coming down to earth. So, like, okay, yes, everybody came into the season, even, Stephen A. Smith. He sound like the average Knicks fan. I ain't gonna hold you. You feel me? He came into the season with super high hopes. Kev Rodriguez in the building, Team Nixon issue, already know the vibes. You feel me? So, like, he sound like the average Knicks fan. Sue came in with super high expectations, myself included. You feel me? Myself included.
But what's also, super high expectations? Realistically, if y'all went into the playoffs 4th seed, is it super high expectations to think y'all going to do the same thing or a little bit better or around the same thing?
Again, when you're talking about the fact that last year that it's widely noted that we overachieved last year. They was calling us overachievers. This team is overachieving. They're not supposed to be here. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying.
I wanted to speak to that. I wanted to say, in the beginning of the season, that was the case. And
you muted. Yo, you muted, bro.
I said I'm good. I'm good now.
Oh yeah, you good now. Because I tried to unmute you, but it was like you can't unmute because you chose to mute yourself. I was trying to mute you. But unmute you.
I was saying that in the beginning of the season, y'all were not projected to do well. And then when y'all got Rose, that all changed. The Rose effect. In my opinion, the biggest thing that happened for the Knicks last season was Rose over Tibbs. Rose, I think Tibbs got the credit over Rose. I think Rose should have been 6th man of the year and Tibbs shouldn't have been coach of the year. because it seemed like y'all winning had more to do with the players than the coach. And I'm saying that because of this year. You know, roles go down, the whole team is done. You know what I'm saying? And I think without Tibbs, and the whole significance of me saying that is he didn't play the kids when he could have played the kids. You guys only have that record because he did not play the kids. Took y'all out of contention because he didn't play the kids. And had he played the kids, not even with the mix of roles, but when Rose got injured, you know, it's no space in rotation for them to play when Rose is in the lineup. Soon as he got injured, Deuce should have been in. And I say that Rose, I said that all to say that the winning last year was because of Rose and the players, not necessarily because of Tibbs coaching. I think that he was
So that's not necessarily true
amplified, like he was
because
that good of a coach,
so
but he's
after,
not. Rose is that good of a player.
after the first 5 games, Rose played quite a few games after that, and we struggled mightily even with Derrick Rose on the team. You feel me? So you can't even say that the season was a wrap after Derrick Rose got hurt. I think Derrick Rose could have helped us be in a better position? Absolutely. But this season we were struggling with Derrick Rose in the lineup. Let's take note of that. You feel me?
This season, y'all was
Yeah,
struggling with Derrick Rose in the
yeah.
lineup?
After the first 6 games, Derrick Rose played maybe like 20 something games or 25 games or something like that. After that, and then he got hurt, and we were struggling in all those games. Derrick Rose was struggling himself. You feel me? He was shooting a very low percentage from the field, like it very low percentage from three. I
Jay,
think he was
come get
averaging.
your sister.
I think he was averaging like 11 points or whatever. You feel me? Like I think the whole team took a step back this year. You feel me? Like it's so many people in the beginning of the season that wasn't playing well. You know what I mean?
I'm listening. I can hear you. I can
I
hear
know.
you.
I'm laughing because yeah, that. She
Go
want
ahead, go ahead.
daddy.
I'll be right back.
She ain't trying to hear nothing. She want daddy, bro. Yeah, but like I was saying, it's so much that went wrong this season. You feel me? It's so much that went wrong this season. Oh, Jay, you taking over? You holding it down for Pops till he get back?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my guy Jay, man. One of the coolest kids on the earth, man. Pull up, man, smooth with it. You feel me? Yeah. I see you with your Brooklyn Net hat. That's a nice hat, man. You're the only Net fan I'm gonna compliment on their net gear because you my guy. Other than that, it's straight smoke for everybody else. You heard?
Yeah.
What's good with you? You watched the game, the last game, Jay?
I ain't watch it.
You didn't watch it? All
I
right.
ain't watch it.
You missed a good one. Kyrie was going crazy, man. You missed it. Yeah. You know, I got to rap with my guy Jay, man. That's the only nice things I'm going to say about the Nets for the rest of the show because Jay was here. You feel me? Look, you ever want me to talk nice about the Nets? You got to bring Jay to sit in that seat. Other than that, you feel me? I ain't got nothing nice to say. Nah.
I left off at.
So yeah, what I was saying was, it was a lot of things that went wrong with the season, and it's not just because the Derrick Rose was injured. It's not because the Tommy T refused to play the kids. You feel me? It was a lot. You feel me? It was a lot, especially that bad start we got off to.
Y'all had a good start.
No, 6 games is not really that a good start, bro. We lost a lot of games after that. You feel me? Yeah. So it's not just Tommy T or the Derrick Rose. It was a lot. You feel me? It was a lot. Kemba Walker not, producing the way that we wanted him. Julius Randle struggling crazy. RJ Barrett struggled mightily in the beginning of the season. Like Evan Fournier struggled in the beginning of the season. Like there's a lot of people who struggle. It's not just all on one set person. It's a lot of things. You feel me? It's a multitude of things that happened that made this season turn out the way that it did. Noel not being able to play more than 2 games in a row. You feel me?
I wanted to speak to that. And what you said? You said something.
Again.
What I'm saying is, when Evan Fournier came to the team, y'all implemented him heavy in the offense, far as shot selection, in my opinion. So, I mean, attempts. So he got a lot of shot attempts. Like he was maybe the two guy as soon as he got to the Knicks. And I thought that was odd. Like maybe he should just only be the three guy. You know, you got Randall, RJ, or RJ Randall, number 1 and 2, and then him 3. I feel like he kind of came in between 1 and 3. He was definitely not one, but he's definitely looked like he was the second guy getting the shot attempts. And I feel like y'all offensive chemistry wasn't the same. And I contribute that to the losses because I shy away to say it was the defense. You know what I mean? But I feel like at the end of the game, y'all didn't close a lot. And
Quick interjection.
that should be a big difference maker.
Quick interjection. Evan Fournier got a lot of shots early because he took the role. Hi, mamas.
Say hi, sorry. She just being the baby.
Yeah, listen. I don't want mine to see her because when she do, she gonna be trying to do the same thing. You heard?
Right.
Yeah, but you know the reason my quick interjection was this: the reason why Fournier got all those shots because in the offense he inserted right into the space where all the spaces that Bullock would have been. That's where Fournier is now. And we all know that Julius Randle, that was his favorite target when he was passing out of double teams, was Reggie Bullock.
It is what it is. Man. You got dad duty. You know?
I know the vibe.
I know the vibe too. Come on, sorry. At least you can sit here. Sit right here. Sit right here. I'm listening to you. Bless you. Bless you.
My allergies, you feel me? So we ain't really stopping nothing. But yeah, that was my quick interjection. The reason why Evan got all those shots because he was in Bullock's spot. I'm done with my quick interjection.
Yeah. Again, man. Like I said prior, man. I always wanted the Knicks to be in top competition. You know, my sorry. My dream is to meet the Knicks and to beat the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Championship. And y'all saying y'all got a 4 or 5 year window to do that. And that's pretty much the collective of Knicks fans. Y'all all feel the same way about y'all window of opportunity on being a contender for the championship, the Larry O'Brien. It is what it is, though, man. You know, you win games, you lose games, and at the end, we could discuss. That's what we do. We discuss how the win and loss happen. When you look at the win column and the loss column, that's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully for us too. We could say, we went through all of these injuries and yada yada yada, but respectfully, nobody don't want to hear that. We had to win that game versus Cleveland the other night. But it is what it is. Things do happen. Cleveland isn't the same team they are with Jared Allen. Cleveland, they started off high. And my thing is, we definitely beat Cleveland because they didn't have Jared Allen. Could we beat them if they had Jared Allen? Yeah, I feel we could. But did it make it
Not that night
difference? But did it make it a big difference that he wasn't there? Hell yeah. But we didn't injure him. You know what I mean? His finger got injured in a different game. It had nothing to do with the Brooklyn Nets. We didn't put COVID on them. And I want to say that too. Tonight is a game between the Clippers and I forget the New Orleans Pelicans. Paul George is out because of COVID.
Nah, it ain't. Oh, the Clippers. Oh, the Clippers and the Pelicans. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the East Coast. My fault.
Right. No, I'm saying all that to say that Paul George is out because of COVID. Safety protocols, a game like this, a situation like this, so dire.
Do or die.
Do or die. And what? He can't play because of COVID? I don't like it. I really don't like it. You got things where they say, case in point, right? Now, this is just a point I'm making because it didn't happen the way they said it happened, but it come to find out it was something different. And that's Jordan in the flu game. Jordan in the flu game would have never had the quote-unquote flu game had they said, oh, you got COVID, you got the flu, you got COVID. But they probably would have tested him and seen it was food poisoning anyway. But my point is, I don't want COVID to take away from top competition. That's my point. To me, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
They're not even saying that he got it. They just saying protocol. Like if they say protocol, that just means that he came in contact with somebody who had COVID and he has to get tested. But if he actually got it, they would have said he's out because he got COVID. You feel me? Like, so that's tragic. You feel me? In a win or go home situation, there's no tomorrow. You feel me? To have the second best player on the team not be able to play, and the first player is already out. That's vital, bro, in this kind of game.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. That's their number 1 and 2 guy. And to contrast, we didn't have a 1 and 2 guy for a long time. If you watch my Nets at Night or my Big Fan Breezy vlogs, Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlogs, you'll see that I complain about us being a team called the Big Three. Like, fuck, I pardon my language. No, I never considered us a Big Three because they never was on the floor at the same time. With tonight, versus Cleveland, you seeing Katie and Kyrie on the floor at the same time. To me, that's 7-Eleven. When they say that we got players on the team that's going to be there and be on the floor, it's not necessarily always alternating the players. Yes, they're on the roster, so I don't argue or debate too much when people say we had a Big Three. But collectively, when you look at the players and how long they were on the roster and how many games they were on the roster that they actually played together, 3 players played together, it's not a lot. And then when you look at the how many times there was a combination, whether it would be Kyrie and Harden or Kyrie and Katie or Katie and Harden, you could see that it was more of that than the Big Three. So I wasn't really jacking it. And what I will say is the Big Three to me, more than that, Harden, Kyrie, and KD, is Bruce Brown, Kyrie, and KD. Bruce Brown, as much as I think, gets overlooked, he's really a significant piece for the Brooklyn Nets in winning. So, he fills up the stat sheet too.
So I do agree. When we have our debates, you never really hear me talk about Big Three. I always talk about, like, y'all have like you just said, the two. You at least have two of 3 top 10 players in the NBA on the court. So there's still no excuse for you to lose. You feel me? You 2 of the Big Three on the court is still those guys are still more talented than most of the NBA. You feel me? So there's still never any excuse, you feel me, for y'all to lose or go on major losing streaks, because a majority of the time you had 2 of the 3 of them on the court. Majority of the time.
I think Harden was stat padding, man.
Yo, listen.
I think he really cared about his personal stats more than us winning basketball games, for real. I mean, I don't know.
You could make any excuse you want for Harden not performing. But what I'm saying, he was on your team. You on your team. You feel me? Talking about perennial all-star. Yeah, I mean, like, one of the top leading 3-point shooters in the NBA every season. One of the top 6 men in the NBA every season. Like, he's on your team. You feel me? Barry was good, Brody. I see you in the comments. You heard?
Shout out to Barry, man. Next world. He's the top turnover guy. And I wasn't saying that to debate, that's why we was losing. No. I was saying that to say we got coined with the term Big Three for like years. Like, 2 years. Well, when Harden was there.
Years,
and he's not. No, hell no. No. It was too much alternating, not enough of them on the floor at the same time. And I said all that to say, now we got 7-Eleven, and I can see the chemistry there. And the reason why we beat Cleveland, not just because Jared Allen wasn't there, but what we did was beat the double team. It's rare that you see Kyrie with a lot of assists. But since we've been on this 5-game win streak, his assists been up. And that's because it's about beating the double team. Him and KD been beating the double team, and I feel like that's how teams were beating us. Versus Boston. The last time we played Boston, they was doubling KD, and we didn't really have an answer for that. And it was like Kyrie and KD was coming down the floor doing ISO sit basketball. And in the interview, in the post game, Katie even mentioned how we was doing one pass, one shot, and that was the reason contributed to us. You know what I mean? Not getting good looks, and then once we started becoming a pass more team, not finding an open shot, but the best one, we started winning games, and I contribute that to Steve Nash. He got a lot of ridicule this year, and I just want to give him a few flowers, a little tulip, a little, a little. Give him a few flowers. You know what I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you. Oh.
Hold on, I want to say this. KD, you especially, you said that KD doesn't average 5 assists or more. He does. They even had a post-game interview with KD. He said, I've been an elite passer since 2013, 2012, 2013. And that's like this year, this season for Kevin Durant, this is the most assists he got in one season, his assists per game. And that contributed to him being able to beat the double team. So, and I put that on Nash too, because, he's fourth leader in assists in the NBA as a player all time. So I like what I see right now.
So, boom. The reason why y'all beat Cleveland is because Kyrie played out of his mind. He was like 9 for 9 or 10 for 10 at one point of making shots. You feel me? Like
12 for 12.
It was 12 for 12. Yeah, whatever. It was some outrageous number.
Beautiful.
Like it. And KD, he didn't go off crazy scoring, but he played an amazing game. I was watching the game. I watched the whole game. He played an amazing game. You feel me? It took two of your best players that play phenomenally, like phenomenal basketball, bro. I'm not even going to cap to you. They played phenomenal basketball, and it took the third best player on your team, which is Bruce Brown right now, to also play phenomenally to barely beat the Cavaliers. They're a mediocre team without Jared Allen, bro. Y'all barely beat them. With two of your best players playing phenomenal, top-notch A1 can't play. I don't think they could have played better games, bro. Honestly, I couldn't imagine them playing a better basketball game than they did against Cleveland. I couldn't imagine Bruce Brown playing a better role in that game against Cleveland. But y'all still struggled to beat those guys. They brought the lead back down to 6.
I mean, I struggle. I don't know if I like that word, because
I like that word because y'all had a 20-something point lead. They brought the lead all the way back down to 6. And if LeVert even remotely shows up in that game, like LeVert went missing, MIA, put him on the back of a milk carton. That's how he went missing. Boy, he went missing.
You don't contribute Caris LeVert, and you say you watched the whole game. You don't contribute Caris LeVert having a bad game because of the defense of Bruce Brown,
bro,
at all.
No, not at all. I mean, Caris LeVert missed a lot of because I was watching the game and I'm watching Caris LeVert miss open shots. I'm watching him miss layups. I'm like, where is this guy? I'm watching him being scared to shoot, scared to attack. You feel me? Like, all right. So if he remotely showed. And I think, and I've seen Caris LeVert shoot over defense and score on defenders, and he did none of that. And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that Bruce Brown's defense didn't contribute to it, but I'm saying I didn't see that killer instinct that I would need to see from a Caris LeVert. You feel me? Like, especially as high of a player I think that he could be. You feel me? Like, it was no killer instinct in that kid. You feel me? But it was a killer instinct in Garland, though. Garland wasn't trying to play with y'all boys.
No, I see.
To make my point, because you kind of stand me off my point. To make my point, it took Kyrie to play an A1, A++ type game, KD to play an A++ type game, Bruce Brown to play an A+ game, for y'all to barely beat the Cavaliers. Now you going into this Boston series.
Hold on. Slow it down. Barely we beat them wire to wire. That means they never had the lead.
Barely beat that. That also means that it was a close game coming down the stretch.
Bro,
you talk about in the last 3 minutes and you is a 6-point lead. That's barely beating the team. You 6 points with 3 minutes left. That's barely beating, especially after you had a 20-something point lead.
I mean, you say barely, I say clutch. You know what I mean? I say in those last 5 minutes to show you who's who and what's what. And I think that's what we got from our
But my
superstar.
point is this: you missing my point. My point is KD having an A plus game, Kyrie having it.
Bias.
Listen to what I'm saying and stop trying to respond. That's why you never understand what I'm saying. You
I
feel
hear
me?
you, Cap.
Yeah, huh?
I hear you, Cap.
It ain't no cap. You're not trying to understand what I'm saying. You're trying to respond. There's a big difference. You feel me? So, like I'm saying, KD had an A game. Kyrie had an A game. Bruce Brown had an A game. And y'all still struggle to beat the Cavaliers, a team that y'all should have beat by 30 at least. 20. Nah, I say 20. I say 20 at least. Because
What
without
was y'all versus Cleveland?
huh? I think we split this series.
So why you consider them like they just bums or something?
I said they're an average team. My team obviously has been below average this year. Duh. Like, what are you talking about? Like you can't compare the Knicks, who's not in the play-in, to beating a team that's supposed to be in the top of the East. You know what I mean? To play against a team top of the East that's supposed to be in the top of the East. You feel me? Like, you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two. You feel me? Like, that doesn't even make sense. I see what you try to do there, but it don't work in this situation.
What I'm
Y'all
saying,
was supposed to be what I'm saying, with the kind of game that KD had, with the kind of game that Kyrie had, y'all was supposed to beat those guys by 20 plus, and y'all couldn't do it. And the way y'all played, y'all gonna need KD and Kyrie to play every single game like they played against Cleveland to beat Boston in a 7-game series.
Yeah, my thing is with Boston is we understand who they are, they understand who we are. So some of it is going to be about X's and O's, and hopefully they don't win the game with the refs. But again, I think watching them versus Cleveland show us cohesive, as in the ball was moving around. So yeah, and totality that game. Let's see, we had what 33 assists. That's that's not shabby. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of those came off of offensive rebounds. That wouldn't have happened if Jared Allen was there.
We had 9 blocks. That's defense. Yo, Nick Claxton was sending shit out of the off to the stands. It might have hit a fan. You know what I mean? He had like 5 blocks. KD had 3 blocks, and KD plays both sides of the floor. This whole rhetoric of him not, or this narrative of him not playing both sides of the floor is ridiculous.
Who said that? Whoever said that.
He's a two-way player.
Whoever said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
Said that what KD don't play defense?
Yeah,
I heard. There's rumblings. Like,
I'm about to say, because you didn't never hear me say that.
He gets a lot of critique on his defense because his offense.
I don't never even hear nobody complain about KD's defense ever. Yeah. I never heard anybody say KD is a horrible defender. Never heard it.
Never heard it. Not horrible, but they don't acknowledge it.
Bad, nothing. I've never heard. For most people say KD is a decent defender. You feel me? They don't say that he a lockdown defender, but he's a decent defender. I've never heard anybody say KD's a bad defender.
Right. And to get to my point, to talk about the Boston game, right? My point is this: Nick Claxton and Bruce Brown are winning the matchups. Everybody that's supposed to be better than them, or stars that's supposed to be looked at as a better player than them, and Claxton, Brown just role players. It's all not. You got to change that narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because Caris LeVert, that was the man for Cleveland. What he was 12 points, 7 assists, 7 boards, 4 for 12, 3 steals, shot 50% from 3. His free throws, shot 2 free throws. 3 free throws. So he played a good game, but he did not outplay Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown he played the whole game, 40 minutes damn near. The whole game damn near. Played 40 minutes, had 18 points, 8 assists, 9 boards, 8 for 19, 3 steals, hit 2 threes. Bro, anything that Caris did, Bruce Brown did and more. So what I'm saying is, matchup for matchup, he won that matchup. And the next important matchup to me was Nick Claxton against Lauri Markkanen. And what? Nick Claxton was 13 points, 6 for 6 with 9 boards and an assist, 5 blocks, bro. And then what? Lauri Markkanen, he shot 14 times and had 13 points. Anytime you got more shot attempts than points, the defense did something. So that being said, He had 4 rebounds and 3 steals, 1 for 4. And like you said earlier, I don't want to hear excuses about them not having Jared Allen. They could have won, but they didn't. And that's because they got to learn how to, come together and do what's necessary when he's not there on the floor. We didn't get no excuses. Nobody felt bad for us when we didn't have KD and we went on that losing streak. So now that we got KD and Kyrie and we're fully healthy, think about the Brooklyn Nets and how we went a long time without full health. Whether it be Harden was out or resting, Kyrie wasn't playing for COVID, or KD got injured. We dealt with our fair share injuries as well as any other NBA team. And injuries affect any NBA team. Bless you. So I'm saying this, all I had to say, we had to galvanize as well. We had to come together and do what was best for us to win games. And I'm confident we could beat Boston Celtics because I feel like after what Bruce Brown said, he pushed the envelope for us to be aggressive. And that's how we win games, by being aggressive. He said something like, yo, Robert Williams ain't there. We going to attack. And
That was a mistake.
I think he said that. And I'm running with Bruce Brown because
KD ain't even running with what Bruce Brown said.
I know he
KD was like, we don't need to talk like that. You feel me? Because first of all, listen, Al Horford ain't a world beater. You feel me? But you don't give an old pro like that fuel to ball out. You feel me? Like, he named Al Horford by name, or we could go at him.
Yo, whatever.
Like,
whatever. Go at him. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's like that. Because Marcus Smart on his birthday, he undercut Cam Thomas, and Cam Thomas lost playing time health off of that injury from Marcus Smart.
Everybody try to injure the Nets.
Yes.
Everybody try to injure the Nets. Bro, that is the most softest excuse ever. Get out of here, bro. Ain't nobody trying to injure. Marcus Smart been playing like that his whole career. Diving for basketball. What are you talking about?
It was an easy layup.
He's been playing like that his whole career. What are you talking about? He didn't hurt him on purpose, bro. Y'all gotta give that up. That's the most corniest stuff every time one of y'all players get injured. Oh, they purposely try to injure. Why would he? If you're gonna injure anybody on the court, why would he injure Cam Thomas? Get out of here, Cam Thomas. Get out of here, bro. Cam Thomas. If that's the case, he would try to injure KD or Kyrie. Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is a dirty player. What?
And I'm like I said,
bro,
he is on the media. He ain't gonna say that. I'm saying that. They injured Cam Thomas. It is what it is.
You said
it is what it is. It is what it is.
Ain't nobody injured no Cam Thomas on purpose, bro.
Wesley Matthews. We played another game. I think that was versus the Bucks. And Wesley Matthews, KD was taking a 3, and Wesley Matthews came and like undercut KD for the 3 ball. Like, what? Bro. Like KD even addressed. Hold on, let me finish. They even addressed it. Bro, they even addressed
that. Trying to injure the Nets, bro. Cut it out, bro.
Even at the post,
no more, because this is the worst BS I've ever heard you say on this show, bro.
Even after the post game interview, they asked KD, "Do you feel like that was a reckless foul by Wesley Matthews?" And he was like, "Yes, technically it should have been a flagrant. They didn't give it to me because of the intricate details of how it has to be a flagrant, but he undercut him. KD could have landed on him. Same thing with Lauri Markkanen.
You know how much this happened in the NBA? You feel me? Like, people close out reckless a lot in the NBA. Guys fall down
what they
a lot in the NBA, bro. Get out of here, bro. Ain't nobody trying to injure the Nets on purpose.
The league is scared of a healthy Brooklyn Nets. That's my point.
No, get out of here, bro. No, get out of here, bro. Nobody's scared of a healthy Brooklyn Nets. Get out of here, bro. Y'all just need excuses and crutches.
The Bucks and Boston scared of a healthy Brooklyn Nets.
Y'all need crutches and excuses for why y'all don't win. That's what it's looking like right now. No. Y'all need crutches and excuses for why y'all don't win. We didn't win because they're playing dirty. Get out of here, bro.
About winning.
I said that way with that soft crying stuff, bro. Go
I'm
that
saying
way with
we're
like
playing
so
dirty.
and stuff, bro. Ain't nobody trying to injure the Nets on purpose. This is
That's a fact they are.
ridiculous, bro.
That's a
No,
fact. They
no.
scared to play a
Who are
healthy
the
fucking
only?
Nets. That's a
You
fact.
know who the only people who believes that? Nets fans. You're only people in the whole
I
entire
watch every
NBA.
game, bro. I
No,
watch the
because
game.
you
I
know
see
why?
what they doing.
Y'all need all the excuses on the world for why y'all don't win,
That's
bro.
for y'all. That's
Y'all
for y'all.
don't.
That's not us. That's for
Y'all
y'all.
don't. No, we don't need excuses. When have you ever seen
Y'all
me
just
make any
trash.
excuses ever? When
Y'all
have you
trash.
ever seen me make any excuse ever? You feel me? Y'all are mediocre. Good,
Bro,
good.
we
Yeah,
better
y'all
than y'all.
mediocre.
You know what I'm
Y'all
saying?
don't get through championships. Y'all built y'all team to win a championship. Y'all are
Yeah.
mediocre.
And we in the
Being better
playoffs.
than the Knicks.
We in the playoffs. We in the playoffs now.
Bro, y'all in the playoffs, but are y'all gonna get out the first round?
Of course. Of
Well,
course.
if you ever watch this show, Curtis, I've explained this many times why we won, and it was never any excuses. No, it wasn't. How is people playing bad excuse? Like that's not an excuse. People play
Why
bad.
are they playing bad?
You
You
feel
said
me?
Randall was having a great year. He was only two
I
other
did.
players with
I
his
didn't
numbers.
say he was having. I said he,
What
and I
is
said
it?
he's struggling, and I said he was struggling, and we talk about him struggling, and he's still in the presence of two other players, only two other players who averaged that stat line, and I said he was struggling. Like, see, again, you don't
You're not
listen.
winning
To understand,
games.
bro.
He got
First of
personal
all,
stats.
why are you trying to change what we talking about, bro?
What are we talking about?
Why we? Because you don't even remember. Because you don't listen. You just talk. Like it's like
What are we talking about then?
It's like look. It's like
Here
you
we
know
go.
you see cartoons and you know they got this one with a dog and he be talking to somebody and a car go by and be like, oh, a car. That's what it felt like talking to you sometimes, bro. Ooh,
Bro,
a car.
you
Ooh, a
say
car.
that, but I made my points. What's
No,
your
you
point?
didn't. Because you will
Bro,
never let me talk
Make
long
my
enough.
point.
Because you know why you make your points? I let you talk to make your points. Soon as I start talking,
Capping.
no, I start. You cap all the time, bro. Everything you say, like you talk about people trying to purposely injure the Nets. That's big
my
time
opinion.
cap.
Based
That's
off of
big
what I
time
see
cap.
watching
That's
games.
big time cap, and that's
Nah.
big time cap, bro.
But what's your
Big
point?
time cap. My point. Now I remember my point. Original point was, you sound real sorry. No, that's not an excuse. That's a fact. An excuse saying he's struggling because he had death in the family. That's an excuse. But pointing out the fact that he's struggling is not an excuse.
But how can he be struggling if you said his numbers is only contrast to two other players in the league? Which one is it? It's 82 games in the season. How many games is he struggling?
That's why I was saying how, and now if you listen to what I be saying, I said that goes to show you how good of a player Julius Randle is. We're talking about a man struggling, and that's usually what I always say. I say the same line. We talking about a man struggling, averaging 20, 10, and 5, and there's only two other players in the NBA averaging 20, 10, and 5. He's struggling because last year he averaged 24, 10, and 6, almost 7. That's why he's struggling. His shooting percentage is down. That's why he's struggling.
But y'all losing games.
Because our best player is struggling. What happened?
He's not the man on the Knicks. That's RJ.
He's still the best player on the Knicks, bro. You smoking drugs. You feel me? RJ Barrett, and that's my guy. You know that's my guy. I call him Star J Barrett. RJ Barrett ain't there yet. Yes, he averaged 20 points this year. You feel me? But he's still shooting 40-something% from the field and almost 31 from the three. He's averaging the same field goal percentage as Julius Randle. Like,
y'all don't have no leader in the fourth quarter, bro. I'm only saying that
that's because those guys be burnt out by the time the fourth quarter comes.
18 and 26. 18 wins, 26 losses. 5 minutes and under, clutch games. Case in point, if it was switch and it was 26 wins and 18 losses, y'all be in the playoffs. My point is, y'all don't have a closer. And I said this all last season. You know, y'all like to tell me what we need to do, this and that. I'll get this from Knicks fans, but truth is, we did exactly what we needed to do. We got a rim protector with Drum. Nick Clax is playing his best basketball. Seth Curry is a shooter that could replace a Joe Harris until he gets back 100% healthy. Like, We dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's. We did everything that was necessary for us to be in the play-in, win the play-in, and then go into the playoffs. And my knock, and the reason why I started the podcast like this, my knock on the Knicks is they didn't do shit for the most part when it came down to the trade deadline. They got Cam Reddish. It's unfortunate that he got hurt because I do feel like he could have helped y'all win games. But at the end of the day, it wasn't enough to shake the tree for y'all to actually make it to the playoffs, because it's not like you could say whatever y'all record was at the trade deadline around All-Star break that y'all wasn't going to make the playoffs, and then that's just what it is. There was still time for the front office, Leon Rose and etc., to do something nifty or smart to make sure y'all get to the playoffs. And I don't feel like he did. I feel like he dropped the ball, and he can never be the best GM in the city.
This boy be talking. This boy be
He's
talking.
the best GM in the city. And why y'all give him such a good rapport about Worldwide West and him? Like, what the hell did they ever do? Are they part of any championship ball club? That's my question. What did they do before they got to the Knicks for them to have such a high esteem for who they are? What the hell did they do?
You done?
That's my question.
I'm just making sure you're done.
That's my question. What did they do?
First of all, you said a lot, so it's more than I have to address than just that corny question. Hold on, let me get my allergy under control.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, boom, to your first part about us not doing anything by the trade deadline. To do what people wanted to be done and to bring the pieces here that they wanted to bring. You don't even know what's being offered for those pieces, right? Like, you could shoot your shot and, we want right. Spider, but we got to give up RJ Barrett, Emmanuel quickly, Obi Toppin, and 3 draft picks. That's not a good deal to me. It's not. Name another top pick. You feel me? Oh, they want this. We want this person. So these are things that you got to factor in when it comes to wanting to make a splashy trade. And what I do respect about this front office, they're not creating the same mistakes that we've made. You feel me? Namely, the Carmelo Anthony trade. Yes, I love Melo. I love Melo as a Knick, but that trade was a mistake. James Dolan forcing the issue on that trade was a mistake. Trading up all those pieces and assets for Carmelo Anthony was a mistake. And this front office is not going to make that same mistake. They already see that they got a nice young core. The 24 under club is looking tremendous right now. Right? Tremendous, right? Wait. Bro, first of all, actually, I did see the Knicks championship. That's what YouTube for. You feel me? But tell me the last one when you YouTube the Nets championship? I could watch Squawk Clyde have one of the greatest game 7s in NBA history against the Lakers and Wilt Chamberlain. I could watch it. Can you watch the Nets on
Not
YouTube
yet.
win a
Not
championship? An
Not
NBA
yet.
championship? No, you can't. You can't. So shut up. Shut up and watch me cook. You get that off my
Why
screen.
you ain't cooking nothing?
I'm out to right now. Watch me cook. Tell that man shut up and watch me cook. You can't tell me. Don't tell me about no Knicks championship you never seen. I've seen it. I watched it on YouTube.
He's saying you wasn't born for it, like you wasn't around. You
Guess
was
what?
in the jeans.
Guess what, Curtis? I wasn't around, but guess what? The Nets championship doesn't exist.
We the Long Island Nets too. We got 2 ABA championships.
I don't care about no ABA. This is not the ABA. This is not the ABA.
We care. Nets fans care.
You shouldn't, because y'all playing the NBA now.
We care. We still care. It means something to us.
It don't count in the NBA record books. It don't.
It don't, but we never said it did. But it means
anyway,
something.
back to what I was
As
saying. Back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by you posting that whack ass comment on this.
Great comment.
It was a whack comment. It was a whack comment. Curtis is a good guy. I've seen Curtis on his live a few times. Ain't no malice towards him personally. That comment was just whack. You feel me? But back to what I was saying. You know, the Knicks front office is not making the same mistakes of the regimes of before. You feel me? And the 24 under club is looking tremendous for the Knicks. You feel me? Emmanuel Quickly, Obi Toppin, R.J. Barrett, Jericho Sims, Quentin Grimes. I said Jericho Sims. Like, what's my man name? Cam Reddish. I already said Grimes. Cam Reddish. That's 6 players alone that I just mentioned that is under 24 years old. Right? Okay. Under 24 years old. 6 of them. Okay. And it's crazy. Y'all go real quick. It's always crazy. I always talk about how the Knicks inherited our champions. Y'all wasn't around to see them ABA championships though. But whatever. Y'all always bringing them up. Whatever. You feel me? But here, now back to what I was saying. That's 6 of our core our youth that is under 24 years old, and we could legitimately say that we could all see those guys being solid role players. You feel me? Like really good role players for the future of this franchise. So I'm liking, like, you know, some Knicks fans criticize the front office about, you know, their drafting ability. And I'm like, how? When y'all scream to the mountaintops for Obi Toppin, y'all scream to the mountaintops for Emmanuel Quickly, Quentin Grimes, y'all scream for the mountaintops for Jericho Sims. How are they drafting bad when we got all this youth popping? You feel me? So
Coach Tibbs dropped the ball, man.
So I've been highly critical of Coach Tibbs. You feel me? But I'm also gonna give him his credit when it's due. You feel me?
I missed the playoffs because of Coach Tibbs.
All right. Again, like I said, you talked, bro. You talked. You said something, I'm gonna respond to it. So boom. I've been highly critical of Tibbs. Yes, I believe that he should have played some of the young players sooner. But also, there's a grit that he gives his player that you gotta earn your minutes, and I respect it. The reason why these guys played so well at the end of the season, I'm talking about the young guy. You get a 44-point game from Obi because Obi hungry. Ain't nothing been given to Obi since his whole career. He had to earn everything that he got. He got his time to shine, and he was like, "Oh, y'all got to understand I could play basketball." I think Obi is going to be a monster next year. You feel me? I think Obi is going to be a monster next year because now he has the confidence to know that all the adversity I've been through, not getting PT, all this stuff, I could have packed it up. Nah, I fought through all that, and I got a 40-point game under my belt. You feel me?
That's not contributed to Tibbs, though.
It is. You feel me?
Hell no.
It is. I think because you know why? You know why I say it's contributed to Tibbs? Because a lot of players in Obi's situation would have packed it up, would not have been prepared for the moment.
So that's Obi doing his thing.
No. If you listen, again, you like to listen to post-game interviews, I listen to all of them. And Obi always telling the media, Coach Tibbs is telling me, stay ready. Stay ready. Put in the work. Put in the work, because when I get my time, I'm going to have to produce. You feel me? And it's not bullshit. Because every time
Coach Tibbs is full of shit.
No, because every time a player this season got their shot, they went off, because that's been a motto that Coach Tibbs been preaching. Quentin Grimes' first game starting in the NBA, he goes off for 27 as a rookie. That's Coach Tibbs. Stay ready. Be ready for your moment. McBride, his first NBA starts goes for 15, 9, and 7. His first NBA start.
Coach Tibbs terrible.
No. Steve Nash is terrible.
Bro, you trying to tell me you can't play both sides of this coin, T-Time? You either
I'm not playing no side. I can also see good and bad, even though I disagree with somebody.
Like, y'all missed the playoffs because y'all didn't play the talent.
No, that's not the only reason why we missed the playoffs. You sound ridiculous, bro. You feel me? You think because we didn't play a whole bunch of rookies is the reason why we ain't make the playoffs?
No, I think
we didn't play a whole bunch of rookies.
I think y'all missed the playoffs because
you
instead
sound
of giving
ridiculous.
y'all veterans rest to be fresh in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, he don't know when the sub guys in, sub
That's
guys
different
out.
from what you saying. You say he didn't play the talent. That doesn't make sense. So,
Bro, he
and
didn't.
the things that I was just talking about was the rookies, and now you go, oh, he didn't play the talent. So you think we didn't make the playoffs because he didn't play a whole bunch of first and second year players? That's the only reason we didn't make the playoffs.
I'm saying not the only reason. I'm not saying only. I'm saying that part of the reason why y'all didn't make it is because Tibbs is not impressed. Obi won a dunk contest and still didn't get minutes until maybe 10, 15 games after. It's so hard to impress.
You know how many guys won a dunk contest and don't get no PT anywhere in the NBA?
They ain't Obi. They not Obi.
You sound ridiculous, bro. You feel me? Like you sound ridiculous. He won a dunk contest. He should get minutes. No. Do I agree that
he won the Summer League co-MVP? That all of this shit means nothing to a coach. So,
yo, there's a list. I wish I would have saved the list.
Deuce McBride did all of that in the G League, and it's not impressive enough for the NBA, the Westchester. He's the mayor in Westchester. You go out there, you mention Deuce McBride, you may get a free cup of coffee. Because of how he played in Westchester.
You know how many people
not enough
have won Summer League MVP that's not in the NBA at all right now? Probably did a 5-year stint. It was a list. I seen it. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta bring this up. And I forgot it. I forgot the list. It's quite a few people who won Summer League MVP that ain't shit. Ain't shit.
But that's not
dunk contest. Just because you won a dunk contest and a Summer League co-MVP doesn't mean you could ball out of control. You feel me? Now, again, I agree that Obi should have played, but your reasonings for saying that he should have played is wrong. He won a dunk contest. He was Summer League co-MVP. That's not valid reasons why he should have got PT. I think he should have got PT off just the fact that Julius Randle need rest. But we also need to understand. Yo, you on mute again. You on mute again. We also need to understand. We also need to understand that Obi Toppin needs to play with a point guard. Emmanuel Quickley wasn't playing well all season. Obi can't flourish without a point guard. Obi don't create no baskets for himself, bro. Not one. Not one. So what rotation you gonna play him in with Alec Burke playing point? It won't work ever for Obi. And Obi is still not a strong defender. So I get why he wasn't getting minutes, but do I agree with it? No. You feel me? I can understand something and still not agree with it. I could agree with something and still understand where the faults are. That's called being impartial, bro.
Yeah, Tibbs is still a bad coach, man.
But we gotta call. No, Steve Nash is a horrible coach, but
don't say nothing bad about Steve Nash. He the best coach in the city.
That's Cap. Yo, Kev, you on? Yo, Kev. Kev. Bro, he ended the call. He a wild boy.
Shout out to Kev. I was trying to make a point because Kev had said something. Oh yeah, when y'all was playing us, Obi Toppin came down. He had 2 3-pointers, and Tibbs took him out. Coaching wise, he don't be making the best substitutions, and that be the reason why y'all be losing. That was a bar right there. I said y'all don't make the right substitutions. That's why y'all be losing bars.
That was corny. But I you know, how you gonna say that about Tibbs when I literally watch you cry about the same thing about Nash? Like
Nash
literally,
not better.
Literally
No,
watch you.
I was upset, but Nash not better.
There go Kev again. He took the wrong person out at the wrong time. But then you're gonna talk about go ahead, Kev.
He improved.
Kev, you on?
Yo, bro. I'm gonna talk. He said, you hear me? You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, he said something about bad coaching, right?
Yeah, he did.
Bad coaching to me is that you got Kyrie Irving and James Harden playing, and you lose 11 games in a row. That's really bad coaching. Because you can't figure out how to win a game with those 2 guys still playing on your team. right? And another one that I wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up this point that he brought up on one of his vlogs about Kyrie, James Harden, and Kevin Durant not being a big three. Explain that to me, bro. How is that not a big three? But then you look at Ben Simmons, Kyrie, and Kevin Durant as a big three. And they ain't even play a game yet together.
I'm saying they didn't play enough games to be considered a big. I'm saying they didn't play enough. They didn't, in my opinion, they didn't play enough games to be considered a big three.
Yeah,
and they weren't. Let me see if my mic will mute. They weren't.
On, so he can't hear you at the same time because I got my headphones on.
All right. Well, they weren't on the floor at the same
time.
Hold
on. Yo, Kev, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna let Big Fan Breezy respond to your statement, so you can watch him. You heard? All right, later. All right, yeah, Playboy.
I was saying that they didn't play enough games on the floor together. I mean, less than 20. So when you look at the season, you break it down. I say 40, right? 4 different ways. It's 82 games with 41, half of 41, half of 82 is 41, and half of 41 is you can say 21. They played about like 20 to 30 games together, bro. That's not a lot. And I'm not making no excuses for Steve Nash. I feel like there was some games that we should have won in that 11-game losing streak, in my opinion. And
a lot of games I should have won.
A lot. I don't think we should have won. Well, I will say without KD, some of those games you could see where we went cold and had dry spots in the fourth quarter, and you could tell that's automatic for KD. That's where we give him the ball. That's where he scored a ball and get us out of those spots where it's a 2-point game and we need a bucket. We give it to KD. He scored a ball. That's not the same truth for a James Harden. James Harden is it's a tie game. I'm going to step back, take a lazy ass 3-pointer. Difference between KD and Harden is a big difference. The clutch, big difference. Leadership, big difference. Energy on the floor and the locker room, big difference. So the difference between KD and Harden is macro. It's not small. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only saying that to kind of get into what Kev said is, yeah, some of it is on Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? He could have made better substitutions, but knowing what I know now about Harden, he's definitely me guy. You know, everything has to go through me. It's my way. They even giving him flack about that in Philly now. In my opinion, they lose the first round to the Raptors, and somebody got to go. Either Harden or Doc Rivers next season. So my point.
If you think that you could beat Boston, but Philly's gonna lose to the Raptors, you on some kind of drugs.
Bro, what I will say is this: forget Philly and the Raptors, because that ain't my team. I'm Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
Jimmy, I see you in the comments, bro.
What I will say is this: I feel like we could beat Boston because when it come down to it, Kyrie and KD know how to play outside of the double team. If you double them, we know how to pass out of it, and that's how we've been winning our games. And at the end of the day, the Seth Currys, the Patty Mills, the shooters that's around these players, they're gonna have to knock down their jumper, even the Kessler Edwards. And that's another. I think
Boston is a team that's willing to let KD and Kyrie get their numbers and not let anybody else score. That's how they beat y'all one time. Didn't KD and Kyrie had like 40 points and 30 points in one game against Boston and still lose? You feel me?
No. That was Kyrie mistake.
Tatum's gonna give y'all 50 though.
Huh?
Tatum's gonna give y'all 50.
I doubt Tatum not giving 50 points every game. There's no way for 4 games straight.
I'm not saying he's gonna give you 50 every game, but one of those games he's giving y'all 50.
And that being said, it still won't be enough for them to win a game just because he dropped 50.
And Jaylen Brown is nice. We got Bruce Edwards cannot check no fucking Jaylen Brown, bro. What drugs are you on? That boy is on that.
We're gonna see. He's gonna give him a hard time.
Who you get your blood from? Because they spiking you with K2, bro. I don't like it. I'm gonna go fight you my guy. I'm gonna go fight whoever who's selling you your stuff. So
you're not scared of Jaylen Brown? Did you not see Kyrie step on the logo last season? You think we care about Jaylen Brown?
And they smoked y'all last games, bro. Like, and nothing's been the same for Kyrie ever since. Nothing's been the same for Kyrie ever since.
Bro, are you serious? Kyrie dropped a 50-piece after Boston beat us. Kyrie
after Boston beat y'all
in an exhibition game, not in the playoffs.
Who cares?
They never beat us 4 times.
That's not an regular season game. Is not an exhibition game. Don't say.
Okay, well, a regular season game. They not and Kyrie responded with a 50-piece. No, Kyrie responded
not against Boston though.
60-piece.
Not against Boston though.
It will be. It can be. Like, it's possible.
Bro, anything's possible. You feel me? I can hit the lotto tomorrow. That's possible. It's not likely. It's not that don't just because it's possible don't make it likely, bro. You feel me? Like
right. No, but it is likely to me. I don't feel like Boston got the advantage over us. And I contribute to what Bruce Brown said. Let's call it what it is. Teams that missing a key player on their roster aren't playing the same way. Now, what I will say is that Boston has been playing well without Robert Williams. So, again, Bruce Brown is going to have to back a lot of what he said. And I think he does. I got his back. Like I said, they hurt Cam Thomas. They know what it is. Kyrie stepped on the last season.
Over it.
I know what it is. Boston Celtics, if y'all pull up, y'all, it's smoke. It's smoke with y'all, man. I don't care if y'all pull up. I don't gotta be diplomatic. I ain't the PR guy. I ain't in front of the media. I ain't getting interviewed by the Grady and the other reporters for the Brooklyn Nets. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Y'all a dirty franchise and y'all a greedy franchise. Y'all disrespected IT. I lost respect for y'all after that. So case in point is, I don't want to hear nothing about no honor. Kyrie stepped on a logo. So what? And on top,
and you talking about honor. That man Kyrie stood in front of all Boston fans, told him that he planned to resign.
They ain't got no honor. They did
no. Listen, no. I'm gonna show you what lack of honor look like. Tell a whole stadium,
traded.
Say in front of a whole stadium of people that you plan on being resigning with that franchise, and then leave, and then have the nerve to come back and act like Boston was the problem. They booed you because you lied to them. You stood in the middle of their station in the stadium with a microphone just like this. This is how you look. Look. Yeah. Hey guys, I just want I plan on resigning with the Boston Celtics next year, and let the crowd go crazy. Because they wanted Kyrie there. And then next year you don't resign with them, and then have the nerve because they upset that you lied to their faces and booed you to go there with Sage and step on Lucky, and then mad that you got injured. Listen.
Got injured.
He did get injured the next series
in a Boston game.
After they beat Boston, he got injured his ankle for stepping on
Milwaukee game.
Yeah, for stepping on Lucky. That's karma. You heard? That's karma. I believe in karma, Playboy. I believe in karma.
Giannis hurting him intentionally, and they went running if they ain't hurt us intentionally. We the only team that took them to 7 games.
And you know why? You know why?
The only team.
You know why it's such cap? Because Giannis is the most likable person in the NBA. Like everybody in the Giannis. Everybody likes him.
I don't like him.
I know you don't like him because you know why? You needed an excuse for why the Nets lost against the Bucks last year, and that's your
he did that on purpose.
No,
they avoided us in the first round because they scared of us.
Woe is me. No, they did.
The Brooklyn Nets. They scared of the Brooklyn Nets. They scared of us. They scared of the Brooklyn Nets, and they hurt us on purpose and wouldn't have won it if they didn't hurt Kyrie.
Milwaukee went on an amazing run at the end of the season. What are you talking about? They avoided you. Milwaukee. They was playing well into the end of the season. What are you talking about? They avoided y'all. Oh my God! They smoked out all season.
Players, so they wouldn't be the second seed.
They smoked you all season. Why would they avoid y'all?
Smoked us? How you figure that?
They won the season series against y'all. Y'all won one game against them.
We played 4. It could have been 2-2, 3-1, or 4-0.
We smoked.
Getting smoked is 4-0. That's smoked.
But we're talking. All right, y'all beat us. Congratulations.
No. We smoked. Yeah.
We talk. No. Y'all won games. Y'all barely won those games. I believe I seen a few 120 point lost. Y'all won. Y'all got lost 120 or 220-point games against Boston this year. I mean, not Boston, Milwaukee this year. That's smoking. That's smoking.
All I know is they avoided us. And
no, they didn't. That's cap.
That's
cap. Why would they avoid y'all? They beat you all season. Don't make sense.
They didn't want to see us. They didn't. I really think they were scared. I feel like that.
Bruh.
I do.
Bruh.
And
you have nothing to back that narrative up.
They subbed their players out. They didn't want that number 1 seed. No, they didn't want the number 2 seed. They made sure they didn't get the number 2 seed, so they wouldn't play us.
Bro, they already
subbed their guys out so they wouldn't play
Let me
us.
see. What game was that? What game was that they subbed their guys out?
Maybe like the very last game or the game before that. The very game before that.
Bro, they was tied with Boston. They was tied with Boston. Who was their last game? Oh, because they was getting smoked against their last game. They got smoked against the Cavaliers. Why would they keep? Why would they keep? Why I'm talking about it right now. Why would they keep their best players in if they're already losing by 20 points?
They intentionally did that.
See, that's
you trying to tell when is the last? Okay,
because if that's the case, they would have never smoked the Pistons the game before by 30.
Nope.
They smoked the Pistons by 30. They would have. If that's the case, if what you're saying is right, that they were trying to avoid the Brooklyn Nets, they would have never beat the Pistons by 30 the game before. That don't make sense.
They can't call it.
You can't even prove it. You're running off of pure emotions. Prove it.
I'm going off of stats, bro. I mean, you want me to find evidence? I'm going off of what I see, and we calling it how we see it. I thought that's what we was doing. And my thing is this:
Giannis had 27 that game.
Who?
They still lost by 30. Giannis, their best player, had 20.
What?
Giannis,
who?
No, man. Excuse me. His brother had 27.
Exactly.
I saw Antetokounmpo.
Yeah. Exactly. Can you even say the other name? Mamuka Kalashvili?
Yeah, 28.
Like what? Who is that guy?
Them having 28 and 27 points don't sound like they was trying to lose that game, Playboy.
Bro, he had 43 minutes. 41 minutes.
Bro.
Javon Carter never had 33 minutes in his whole NBA life. Now he got all of a sudden one of the last games he got 33 minutes. Stop it, 5. Holiday, he came in the game and he did it for a check. All he did was play so he could get that last check for a bonus, and then he sat his ass down. Tucker, who the hell is R. Tucker? He had 39 minutes. Who is this guy? Like, I never even heard of these guys. They rested their players because they did not want to win.
This is why I'm gonna tell you was cap too. If that was the case, the Boston Celtics was right in the race with them. Everybody else was underneath them the Sixers and all that was underneath them. But boom, if that was the case, they played Boston Celtics second to last game of the season. They beat the Celtics. If they was trying to not move up to face the Nets, they would have never beat the Celtics. That's the one team they would have lost to make sure they could stay below. See, that's what I'm saying. There's no facts that you could point to except for them being like, all right, we don't need this game because we know we already going to be in the 3rd seed no matter what happened. You feel me?
They don't want to play the Brooklyn Nets.
If that's the case, they would have never beat the Celtics.
Bro, when you say that, do you see the standings at the time of this conversation? I mean, at the time I'm arguing.
No,
the standings.
You see it now. I see
bro,
it now.
Okay, right now. 2, 3, and 4 got the same record.
Exactly. So why would they beat the Celtics if they're trying to avoid the Nets?
So they could play Chicago.
No, what? No, that doesn't make sense. If
and
you want the Celtics to stay, if you want the Celtics to stay above you in the standings, why would you beat them?
Bro, they did stay above us in the standings. And I'm pretty sure they got the analytics to see the tiebreakers and all of that other stuff like that. They know exactly what they was doing. And ultimately, I can't even focus on the Bucks right now. We gotta focus on the Celtics and handling business. We on a 5-game win streak. This is the biggest win streak the Brooklyn Nets had all season. And I'm saying that to say KD to the matter. said, I don't care who we play. We just hoop. We had to
He's
hoop,
supposed to
throw
say
the
that.
ball up. But my point is, he mean that.
I believe it because KD is an elite athlete, and he's one of those people.
We ain't ducking no smoke.
But I think that he shouldn't be as confident as he is going against Boston.
What are you talking about? Confident as he is. He's confident because he's the best player in the league. What do you mean? You think that the best player in the league is supposed to shy away from his full confidence? No, he's going to
literally said that
confidence.
I literally said that's what he's supposed to say, being who he is.
You say, but he shouldn't feel that confident.
I mean, realistically, that's what he's supposed to say, but realistically, he shouldn't be that confident.
Realistically, they're a dangerous team, but we are too. Realistically, we're not taking nothing away from the Boston Celtics, but we're a good team, a better team than people believe. And again, it probably hasn't been a more dangerous team than the Brooklyn Nets. And I like the fancy that we'll do the same thing that the Knicks did when they went to the championship as an 8th seed. I think as the 7th seed, we're going to the championship. And to carry the conversation, what teams did the Knicks go through to get to the championship?
That year offhand, like you gonna ask me a random question like that? That's Google.
Nah, shit. I'm asking you. I ain't asking no random Knicks fan. I'm asking you. I thought you would know.
Again, why would I know the whole trajectory of the 8th seed to the 9th from 99?
No, just the teams y'all beat to get to the championship.
Again, offhand. From 1999, every team that we beat to go face the Spurs. You feel me? Like that's not a question that I prepared for. Like you just asked me that on a whim. Like name every team that y'all. Now, if I go name every team that y'all beat to go to the finals against the Lakers in 2004. Excuse me, 2004. Name every team. Could you do it?
I don't know. No,
exactly.
But I don't know. But my point is, the odds were against us being a low-seeded team, just like now. The odds are against us being a low-seeded team because and I feel like the odds are 7-11. Those odds favor us.
Hold on.
The 7-11 odds favor us.
I'm listening.
Oh, the 7-11 odds favor us, and I feel like confident that we win because again, the pressure is not on us to win these home games in the beginning. The pressure is on the home team. And as ready as they're going to be, we know they are. We're going to be ready too. And this is the first time that we got this much rest in a long time, maybe since the All-Star break. And Patty Mills just got hot again. And for him to get this rest right now, right before the playoffs, confident. Patty Mills is one of the best playoff players in the NBA right as we speak. Patty Mills is one of the best playoff players in the NBA right as we speak. He is. And I think he's gonna become up big. He's gonna be clutch for us and us instrumental for the Brooklyn Nets.
Like
winning.
When you say when you rank him as I just want to before I say what I'm about to say, where do you rank him as playoff players in the NBA right now? Just so I could be clear on what you're talking about.
I'm saying
give
Patty
him a
Mills,
number.
Yeah, I'm saying Patty Mills is tried and true in the playoffs.
I want a number on what you're talking about him being one of the best. You said he's one of the best. So as far as being one of the best, yes, like rank him in a number. 1 through 10, 1 through 20, 1 through 50, whatever the fuck you got to rank him to put him as one of the best.
Well, for the most part, right now he's coming off of the bench. So I'll say as one of the bench players, he's gonna be top 10.
You didn't say one of the bench players. You said one of the best. That was your statement. That was your statement. And you repeated it. You repeated it that he's one of the best. You didn't say he was one of the best bench players. You said he was one of the best players in the postseason. And I need you to put a number on what he is as one of the best players in the postseason. Not one of the best bench players.
I'm not.
That's a
this the first year he at Brooklyn Nets, and I didn't watch his whole career. Every time that the Spurs went to the playoffs and track him to say what his numbers are. This is an exaggerated deliberation about bullshit. I'm telling you, he's going to come up clutch in the Boston Celtics series because he's one of the best.
Bro, You
Bro,
literally
he's-
sat here
Bro,
mad
he's a
times
clutch
and
player in
repeated
the
it.
playoffs. That's my
Bro,
point.
you
I'm not going
literally
to give
sat
him
here
a number
mad
to
times.
stand next to.
You
I'm not.
literally sat here mad times and said this man is one of the best players in the postseason. Period. You didn't put no asterisk next to it. One of the best players on the bench. No, you said period. And now you're gonna tell me you didn't even watch him in San Antonio to
Far as
validate your
numbers, you
statement.
want me to give him
Bro,
numbers?
you say
You want me to say,
anything,
oh,
bro.
he's the
You
top
say
5 guys in the
anything.
playoffs. I'm not
You
going to
say
do
any-
that.
You
I'm
just
saying he's going
literally
to come up
admitted
clutch in the
you didn't
playoffs
watch him.
versus the
You
Celtics.
just literally admitted that you didn't even watch him in San Antonio in the postseason
Stat for
enough
stat,
to
game
talk.
for game.
Bro,
No, I
what
did
do you
not
talk?
do that.
So
I
how
didn't.
can
But I
you
know
never
enough
even
to know
seen him
that
in the
he's clutch in
postseason
the
as a
playoffs.
net?
I
You
know
ain't
he
never
enough.
even
I
seen
know.
him in the postseason as a
Bro,
net to
why
make
you
a
so
claim.
excited about the playoffs? You guys
Yo,
not even there.
Because you here talking. This
Should be
this
mild
my point.
mannered when this
No,
playoff
I
conversation. I'm
shouldn't be
letting you in this
anything.
playoff
You
conversation. You should
You
be
call-
more
look,
respectful.
here you go trying to fucking move the goalpost or steer. Deflect. That's the word. Here you go trying to deflect. You literally sat here and said Patty Mills
point?
is one of the. This is my point. I'm making it. You literally sat here several times and repeated. You just didn't say it once. You said it twice. No, you didn't say it twice. You said it 3 times. You said it 3 times in a row that Patty Mills is one of the best players in the postseason. Period. That's what you said. And then a few minutes later said, I didn't watch him enough in San Antonio.
Put a number on him to say he's number 1 through 20. I didn't do that.
You don't even.
But
You
I know
don't
he's
even have.
clutch in the playoffs.
You don't even have Brooklyn Nets experience with him to make this claim. This is what I'm saying about you just be saying anything. Patty Mills is nowhere near close. One of the best players in the postseason. No, he's not even close. He's not even close.
We'll see.
He's not even
We'll
close.
see.
When Patty Mills
see.
was doing well
Why
in the
not?
postseason,
Says who? Says you?
says me. Because I watched Patty Mills in the postseason. What are you talking about?
So what you saying?
I'm saying when the Spurs was going deep into the postseason, he was like the 6th best player on the team. What are you talking about? You had
Behind
Tim
Duncan and Ginobili and Tony
Duncan,
Parker and
Duncan,
Kawhi Leonard?
Yes.
Bro,
All of those guys. So again, you saying he's one of the best player in the postseason. I'm saying that he wasn't even when he was going into the postseason. After those guys retired, the Spurs haven't been making the postseason. So when he was going to the postseason, he wasn't even the 6th best player on his team.
Okay.
So how you going to say he's one of the best postseason players in the league? That doesn't make sense.
Well,
He was
I'll
the
say
6th
this.
best on his
He's
team.
clutch. He's definitely clutch in the playoffs. He was clutch with the Spurs, and
We're
that's
not
the
talking
reason
about
why
if he
we
was-
asked him to
that's
come
not
to
what
the
you
Brooklyn
said.
Nets.
That's not what you said, though.
Bro,
That's
to
not
me,
what you said.
bro,
So
this is what
admit
I'm
that
trying to
you was
explain to you,
wrong.
bro.
Admit that you was wrong, that he was one of the best in the league in the postseason, and just say, I think he's clutch. Because those are 2 different things. Robert Horry was hella clutch.
What?
He was hella clutch, but we would never call him one of the best postseason players in his era.
Bro, this is what I'm saying, bro. I didn't say the word ever. 1. 2, my point is this. Clutch is the best. You talk all of this shit. But listen.
It's not. Robert
Clutch is
Horry
not
was
the best.
Robert
You don't
Horry
put
had the most clutch
in the same
No,
category. That's
no,
why y'all got
Robbie-
26 losses in the clutch game.
Clutch
Because
and
y'all
the
don't
best
do
is not
shit in the fourth
same
quarter,
talk
but lay on
category.
y'all back.
No, it's
Y'all
not.
don't do nothing but lay
It's
on y'all
not.
back in the fourth quarter and let teams
not.
have y'all way with y'all.
It's not. It's
That's
not.
what y'all do.
Steve Kerr was one of the most clutch players when he was in his generation. He hit mad clutch shots. Does that make him anywhere near one of the best players in his generation?
Best clutch
No,
players in the
because
playoffs?
he's not. No, it's not the same. Being the best and being clutch is not the same. It's not the same. Patty Mills wasn't even the 6th best on his team.
If I could go to a player in the clutch and they can knock down a jumper or whatever, and when we need it, you the best. That's what separates good from great.
No, that's
yes. Bro, you trying to tell me clutch plays and clutch players doesn't separate
That's enough.
best?
I'm not even arguing this no more. You can say whatever you need to say about it. I'm not even arguing it.
I'm gonna say what I need to say. I'm saying, I think, shout out to Barry Garrix, that's my guy. I think if you a clutch player In the playoffs, it makes you one of the best players. That's my point. This is the difference between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. People want to talk all this shit about LeBron James and how great he is for going to the fucking dance. If you lost that many times, you're not the greatest, in my opinion, because you're not the clutches. Kobe Bryant record is 5-7, and he's one of the greatest. Over LeBron James. I'm taking it there. Tim Duncan, one of the clutch players, over LeBron James in the finals. I'm taking it there. I'm saying Tim Duncan, you can argue he's better than LeBron James because he's more clutch than a LeBron James. And I ain't talking about regular season games. I'm talking about postseason games. And when it comes down to it, Patty Mills is notoriously known for stepping up in these clutch situations. Even if y'all disagree with it, even though everybody agree with me.
I'm losing respect for your NBA knowledge. You feel me? Like,
bro, I'm cooking you.
No, you're not. You're not cooking nothing. You're not cooking nothing.
Because the Knicks got smoked and not in the playoff conversation.
We talking about the Nets. Hold on. We talking about the Nets, and the Nets is a part of the show, right or wrong. We could talk about the Knicks. I got mad content about the Knicks. You feel me? I do. But you monopolize time. So we're going to do what you do. You feel me? But I'm gonna smoke you while you do it. You feel me? And you been getting smoked this whole time.
You ain't getting smoked. You never smoked me once. You ain't got smoked daily.
I smoke you every week.
I was smoking Kev because you was getting smoked too much and he had to help you.
No.
Bro,
we get callers.
Kev came to your defense and defended your honor because I was smoking you, bro.
No, that's not what happens. No,
bro. When it comes down to the
Brooklyn Nets, all the time. What are you talking about? But anyway, that's neither here or there. Let's get back to get back to the BS that you was talking.
What I'm saying is to land this plane.
No. You said what you said, and I let you talk.
Get back to the BS that I was saying. So I'm going to see. Look, that's why I know you don't listen. I said I'm going to get back to the BS that you're saying. You feel me? So now getting back to the BS that you were just saying again. No, that was BS. You said again, Jordan is. I say that Jordan is the greatest of all time, and it's not just championships. Why I say I never use championships in an argument of the greatest of all time. You're a Knicks fan, I know.
I never use it in championships. That doesn't mean anything if I'm a Knicks fan or not. You feel me? But I never use it. It's more reasons than just championships. Why? But we're gonna talk about postseason. LeBron's have some of the most greatest postseason runs of NBA history. You feel me? He loses in the final. I put him above Kobe. Shout out to the Mamba, though. You feel me? I put him above Kobe because LeBron never had Shaquille O'Neal to win championships with. That's all I'm gonna say. Shaquille O'Neal was the best of his generation when Kobe won those championships with Shaq.
Kobe won without Shaq.
He did, but he also had Pau Gasol and Lamar Odom. That was a big three. Get the fuck out of here. Lamar Odom was a perennial all-star. Pau Gasol same. You feel me? Like, what are we talking about here? But anyway, to get to my point about clutch versus being the best, easily stated, Robert Horry is the most clutch basketball player in NBA history. Big shot Bob. There's never been more clutch of an NBA player in NBA history. Clutcher than Michael Jordan. Clutcher than LeBron James. Clutcher than Kobe. You feel me? Literally, you could call that man off the court, haven't played all season, for the very last shot of the NBA Finals, and he makes it. That clutch. He is not the best postseason player of all time. He's not.
I never.
And this is
you hear from me.
And this is what I'm saying about you. Oh, you saying that he's one of the best because he's clutch. No, it takes more for you just having some clutch shots. It takes a lot to get to the W. It takes a lot of 30, 40, 50-point games for you to get to the W. Patty ain't got none of those. He might got a 30 somewhere.
Need him to.
He might have a 30 here and there, but I'm talking about consistent presence and greatness in a postseason. It's not to be found for Patty Mills, bro.
Okay.
Especially when you talk about one of the best, when you got players like Dame Lillard, who's never won a championship, but we all know he's super clutch. Kawhi Leonard, we all know he's super clutch. LeBron James is still breathing, walking this earth. You talking about KD and Kyrie on your team. We talk about Steph Curry. Like, what we talking about? We talking about Luka Doncic. You feel me? Like, what are we talking about?
Bro, you talking about it. I'm trying to land the plane. You keep wanting to talk about it. Keep talking about it.
You literally said that he's one of the best postseason players in the NBA. And that's
I heard what I said. I was there when I said
outlandish, bro. That was off the rocker. I had to put you like, yo, you got to come back down to earth with that. Now, if you say KD is one of the best postseason players in the NBA, okay. Kyrie, okay. You feel me? There's no arguments there. But when you say something, Patty Mills is one of the best postseason players in the NBA and repeat it with such conviction. Ugh.
Okay, you done?
That's a horrible take.
Are you finished or you done?
Yes, I'm done now. Yes.
Again, he's going to be clutch for us because at the end of the day, this is the biggest rest he got in a minute. If you watch Patty Mills throughout the season, he ain't get no rest. He got the All-Star break, and that was it for the most part. He played in the Olympics before the season even started. He ain't getting no rest. He came in the season red hot, balling, right? Got cold. Now, he got what? We played our game on Tuesday, so that's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we play Sunday. That's 4 days of rest for Patty Mills. Patty Mills is going to be essential for us winning this game. They try to double KD and Kyrie, and they leave Patty Mills open. He's gonna be essential for us winning, and Steph Curry, and just the shooters around Kyrie and KD. So my thing is, when it comes down to beating the Boston Celtics, Patty Mills will be essential, but he's not the only player. We're not going to revolve the whole winning formula around Patty Mills. And that being said, when it come down to clutch, shit, he ain't the only clutch player we got. And when it come down to the Boston Celtics, they're going to have to prove they got Tatum and they got clutch players. I'm not going to pretend like they don't got clutch players. And I do think it begs for a close series. You know, I've got us winning 5 games, but majority of the Nets say 4-2. Some say we win in 7, but all of us is saying we win. None of us doubt the Brooklyn Nets winning. And that's because we believe in all of the players on our team, from Patty Mills, Cam Thomas, KD, Kyrie, Nick Clax, all of them. All of these players that y'all considered bums, and especially Kev, he said we wasn't nothing without KD and Kyrie.
I still agree.
We outplayed y'all. You know what I'm saying? We beat y'all without Kyrie 3 times. And then the 4th time we beat y'all with Kyrie. So case in point is, when you look at the other 3 times, look at the role players, Bruce Brown and Nick Clax, and see how they contributed to the win. And again, Knicks fans like you and Kev should be putting more respect on our role players, because we be busting, we be giving y'all work. We be giving y'all work, and y'all pretend like the only reason why we win is because we got superstars. So call it what it is. Is Julius Randle a superstar? Hell no. So that being said,
called him a superstar.
You shouldn't call him a superstar.
But no, so you making claims like we claimed that Julius Randle was a superstar. That never happened. Never once. But
my point is, y'all made it seem like he was going to develop into one. He had the potential to be the one, and y'all made him the number 1 guy, and y'all lost because of him.
Still does. He still has.
Bro, y'all lost because of him. Y'all not in the playoffs. Y'all talk about being in contention for 4 or 5 years. Y'all lost. Y'all ain't going to the playoffs 8 out of 9 years. Y'all not a threat.
It's not just because of him. Like you don't even be hearing what you be saying, bro. Like
8 out of 9 years, y'all didn't make the playoffs.
I'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm talking to this guy. And because he be saying the most outrageous stuff on the face of the earth. Like, it doesn't even make sense. We lost not just because of Julius Randle. We lost for a lot of reasons. This is facts.
Bro, when I'm saying
like,
this,
so you talking about we lost because of him.
Make my point.
But half of the team, you did make your point. You was talking for mad long, and I shut up. What else?
Nah, you was talking for mad long, and I was quiet. Talking about Patty Mills.
You just was talking, and I was quiet while you was talking, and now I'm talking again. All right. So you said you said Julius Randle is the reason why we didn't make the playoffs. That's cap. He's not.
Bro, I said that's part of the reason. I said he's not a superstar, and he never was.
Your literal words,
and he part of the reason why y'all didn't make the playoffs is because of him.
Your literal words, your literal words,
the number 1 guy. I was trying to land a plane to make my point.
The literal words you used was y'all didn't make the playoffs because of him. That's what you said. Like literally,
Part
what
of
you
it,
said.
yeah. Part
You
of
didn't say
yes,
part of the reason. Bro, like
you can
don't even
nitpick at little
you don't
shit.
un-
but
no, it's
y'all
not
did not make
nitpicking.
the
Words
playoffs,
are
and it's
important,
partly
bro.
because of his fault. Yes,
I'm
I'm
mad that you
saying
don't
that.
realize how you don't understand words are important,
Bro,
bro.
I said
Like what you
partly.
say,
You're trying to
when you
exaggerate
say,
a conversation because
no,
you're getting
you
smoked
didn't say
for like a half
partly.
hour now.
You didn't say partly, bro. Like that's the
I'm
point
saying
that you don't
partly
get.
now. I'm
Bro,
saying
you don't,
partly.
you don't.
You
and
want me like
arguing
you try
that
to
point,
hone in on a mistake and go in, but I capped
bro.
that
It
shit.
wasn't that
Like that
point,
shit is
bro.
light
You do
work,
that.
bro.
No, you do this all the time. You say some shit that's not true. I check you on it, and then you try to correct it.
Bro,
all
I was
time.
trying to land a plane.
All
You
the
cut me
time.
off and said, "Let me talk."
Bro,
You talking for mad long.
all the time, bro. All the time you do this. You was talking.
Say what you're gonna say. So I can smoke that.
You know, I was talking. You was wrong. I checked you on it, and you try to interject. I meant part of the time. Like, no, you do this all the time, bro. Your words are important, bro. Like, you need to realize
let
your
me
words are
finish. Stop
important.
trying to hone in on one mistake. Oh, you missed it and say that one word. Oh, let me try to go in. No,
because you do it. It's not one mistake. I'm trying to
Bro,
tell you this is a mistake that you make
you
all
right
the
now.
time.
You're not making no points. You're just going back
I
and
am
forth.
making a
What's
point.
your point?
I am making a point that you make the same mistake all the time. And
No,
when we
what's
debate,
your point about basketball?
when
Not
we
me.
debate, no, I need you to hear that you make the same mistake all the time because it's frustrating, bro. Like we be having a debate on something, and I'm like, yo, but you didn't say that. But I meant this. How do I know you mean
Let
something?
me finish saying
don't
what I'm
say it?
saying before you. I'm smoking
Bro,
you.
You
Say
not.
your point. I'm
You
not going to say
You're
nothing
not
for a
smoking
whole
anything.
minute. Say
You're
your
not
point.
smoking anything. Hold on, baby.
Khalid
Hold
saving you
on.
right now,
No,
bro.
she not. She's not saving
She's saving
anything.
you.
I'm still talking to you. What do you mean she's saving me? And I'm talking to you right now. What?
Somebody bring my hat back.
What? How are you smoking me? And I'm still like, go ahead, say what you gotta say. Because I'm about to really prove a point right now.
My point is that Julius Randle ain't no superstar, and y'all made it seem like he gonna become one. And when he didn't show up and get y'all to the playoffs, y'all gonna do it because y'all got perennial all-stars and superstars and Kyrie and KD. Listen, they didn't want to come to y'all ball club organization because y'all treat people like shit.
I didn't want them to come.
Y'all threw out. So my point is to land the plane.
Wanted them to come.
It's not about whether or not y'all wanted the players.
No,
it's
you
about
talking
they don't
about
want
it
to
like
play
you
with
talking
that
about
organization.
it like people wanted them to come. That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying.
No,
What I'm saying is the Knicks organization is soft. Y'all got all this money, but y'all don't spend no big bread for the players that need y'all to help y'all get where y'all really trying to go. Y'all gave Fournier bread, please. He didn't help y'all do nothing but lose more games. I don't care about him breaking that 3-point record. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things. It means absolutely nothing.
Bro,
so my point is, y'all got the money for the big time players, but y'all don't come up. Y'all don't spend the money. So y'all got what y'all got, and y'all in a play out. Y'all in the play couch. Y'all in a brochure. Y'all in a vacation. Y'all somewhere on a carnival. You know what I mean? I don't know where y'all at.
Yo.
I know it ain't the playoffs. And I'm saying that all to say that we did what was necessary to be contenders right now and to compete right now. Y'all didn't.
Y'all contenders. The only reason why y'all contenders, like really, is because y'all have KD and Kyrie on your team. Call back, Kev. My fault. Y'all, but realistically, y'all not really contenders, bro.
Bro, what do you mean? I don't understand that. They players on our team like everybody else.
Y'all not contenders. Y'all not really contenders. Y'all in the 7th seed.
I don't agree with that. Bro. I think that's cap. Anybody in the playoff is a contender. How are you in the playoffs but not a contender?
Because you're not a contender. The contenders are usually the top seeds in the NBA, reserved for usually the top 3 to 4 teams. Those are contenders.
So with the other teams, is this what you think about the other teams? They not contending.
Bro.
We're not competing. We're not them. That's
bro.
Not
There's
us.
a team in the West right now that got a losing record that's going to probably make the 8th seed. They're not contenders for an NBA championship, bro.
Why not?
Because they not.
Why?
They have no realistic shot at. Because they have no realistic shot at making the championship.
I don't like that narrative. When the Knicks was 8th seed and went to the championship, I don't like the narrative.
They wasn't contenders, and they're the only team to ever do it. It's only happened once.
They competed to contend. How are you gonna say? Stop, sorry. How are you gonna say they're not gonna compete to contend?
Everybody know Knicks and Ish run the city, man. You know
shit,
the
that's Fraz. What's good, Playboy?
That's
Who's really good out here, fellas?
Yo,
Y'all
how you
already
remember
know,
Papa as
man.
Cavs? That's craziness.
You gotta check that out. But let me address some of what this guy is talking about, because obviously he hasn't been watching Patty Mills' career for him to say that Patty Mills is one of them clutch kind of players. When everybody knows, if you've really been watching Patty Mills, he's a streaky player. Just like Seth Curry is a streaky player.
That's not what I meant to do.
Have you?
There we go.
Have you been watching people's careers or something? Because from what I've been seeing,
Yo,
Patty
Fraz,
Mills,
can you see the screen while you talking to me? I hope you can see the screen while you talking to me.
Oh, I understand. I think so.
Yeah. Wait,
He said he thinks so. He pulled up a stat and say Patty Mills averaged 6.7
Wow,
points,
really?
1 assist and 1
And this
goal
is what
in
you
90
call
games in his
clutch?
playoff career.
You call this
Yeah.
a clutch? You call this
Yeah.
a clutch player? Have you
I
been
think-
watching his career?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be clutch for us. Yeah, I
Even
seen
if
him.
he has like 5 30-point games in the postseason in his career. What are you talking about?
We don't need him to score all of the points. We just need him to knock down that open
Sure,
three-pointer.
out of
He on the
90.
team with KD and Kyrie. We don't need 30 points from Patty Mills.
How can you say that he's a clutch player when he is one of the most streakiest players in the NBA?
Okay.
Yo, his literal words was that Patty Mills is one of the best postseason players.
No, it's Patty No More Win Mills.
No, his actual words, Patty Mills is one of the best postseason players in the NBA right now. He said that. That's what that guy said. And he's confused why I'm so appalled by what he just said. Like, bro, they don't even make sense. It don't make sense at all.
Hold on, can I make a point real quick?
Yeah, bro.
Because there's one thing he forgot to talk about. And I'm going to make a mention of it right now so people can understand. And I bet you Marlon agree with me on this one, too. That bench about to be barbecue chicken in the playoff.
What?
Teams about to start stretching your team out because your centers don't play perimeter defense.
Man, you better stop that bullshit. Nick Claxton play perimeter defense. That's not true, bro. Nick Claxton play perimeter defense.
What do you really have, bro?
You asking me what do I have with what? You talking about the centers that play perimeter defense? Yo,
he said, "Are you asking?"
You're gonna put Nick Claxton on Al Horford?
We could do that.
You're gonna go to town on Nick Claxton, and then you're gonna end up doubling Al Horford with the big man because he's gonna post Nick Claxton up and not go free up the shooter.
Bro, we'll see. And what I will say is this. I'm allowing you to be in this playoff conversation, so tread lightly, Fraz Taz. And what I'm trying to tell you is, when it come down to Nick Claxton, all of these matchups, I swear he gonna lose. He be winning. Bruce Brown and Nick Claxton are winning the matchups. I swear they gonna lose.
I don't need to tread lightly, bro. I'm swimming just fine, no life preserver, bro. Like I've been doing everywhere.
Bro, Nick Claxton outplaying a lot of these players.
Yo, T-Time, all this coming from the guy who bet on FanDuel that Bruce Brown would make half a three-pointer against the Knicks, and he didn't even make one.
He didn't need to beat y'all. We won. I bet on the game. You, T-Time, Kev, all y'all Knicks fans didn't bet that the Knicks will beat the Brooklyn Nets. Why bring that up?
First of all, I bet on a lot of games. I don't bet every game. You feel me?
Yeah, no. This is Who Run the City, the podcast, and you won't bet on the Knicks. I'm scared.
No, first of all, I bet you on the Knicks and Nets game. What are you talking about?
You lost that bet. You didn't bet
what?
Again after that. You know better.
Your point. You lost your bet, even though your team won. What are you talking? Yo, Faz, I'm gonna holler at you. We about to wrap this up, Playboy. Yeah. Yo, I appreciate you, Brody. Yeah. Yo, you lost your bet on FanDuel, but you're still bragging about it. Say that we don't bet on when we play the Nets. I bet you. You feel me?
I bet you and won.
So
Yo,
what? That's not
I
what
haven't
the
lost to a
argument
Knicks
was.
fan. I haven't lost a bet
but
to a
now-
Knicks fan all
But
season.
now you're scared to bet Knicks fans. That's the point that the Knicks fans are
Your
making.
team not in the race. It's different.
Bro,
like
it was before even before when our team still had a chance to make the playoffs and all that. You wasn't taking the bet. You
y'all
had a
wouldn't
million
make no bet.
excuses.
Brooklyn Net, New York Knicks bet. There was no bet.
They
No
sound
bet.
like excuses. You
Y'all
was saying
talking
that your
about
team was,
us
you was
playing
talking about your
another
team,
team.
and it was a possibility still that your team would have to play our team in the playoffs to go to the championship when it
We
was
seen
making
how
the
that
bet.
happened last year. Y'all played. Y'all won one game and y'all was out of here.
All right. All I hear is a lot of excuses, bro. There's a lot of excuses.
I'm
There's a lot
doing y'all the favor.
No,
I'm a
you're
friend
not.
to Knicks fans
No, you're not.
for not letting y'all bet
Oh, here you
me.
go. Look. You see more bullshit. Like more bullshit.
How we
One
swept
day-
y'all? That means y'all would have won
Nobody's
4 times.
Nobody's asking you for a favor. They telling you to bet. Like I've never seen anybody that's told somebody to bet that asks for a favor. You feel me? And your boy Marlon just said Fraz is not lying. You feel me? Like
Fraz not lying about what? Patty Mills?
about Fraz whole rant. You feel me? Like, but whatever. You feel me? Like, listen, I had mad stuff to talk about the Knicks, but we can talk about the Nets because that's what you want to do, and I cooked you on that too. So
What you mean? I want to talk about the Nets. Obviously, I want to talk about the Nets. We going to the playoffs. Like,
oh no, Alex, we're never doing that. Or at least me. I do know some Knicks fans when the Knicks is not in, they root for the Nets. I'm not gonna say that all Knicks fans think like me because that's not true, and I'm not even mad at them for thinking that way. But T-Time, absolutely fucking not. These guys talk so much shit. You feel me? And when they lose, the way they always lose, it's always like, oh yes, all the shit you talk, and guess what? No chip for you. You feel me? And that's how I feel about it. You feel me? All the shit you talk and with your team is always a chip or bust because y'all got KD and Kyrie. You feel me? Always a chip or bust.
yeah, well, that's what we here for. And that's what I'm
Clearly
saying
you're
about
not.
the Knicks. Y'all the ones who think like that. Oh, we ain't trying to win this year. We just doing whatever until 4 or 5 years from now. That's how y'all think. Y'all play in the league for 82 games and don't care if y'all win or lose because y'all not.
What are you talking about?
Y'all don't play like it in the fourth quarter. Y'all just lay down and let them do whatever.
This is the BS that I be talking about. You just be making up stuff, bro. Like you just be making up stuff. Knicks fans don't care if we win or lose. Why you think that all the Knicks fans are mad at Julius Randle right now? Because they care that we win or lose. Why you think that Knicks fans are mad at Tom Thibodeau right now? Because they care if we win or lose. But what I'm saying is Knicks fans don't see the future. They so concerned with wanting to win games now that they don't see the future. That's the difference with you understanding what's going on and you just coming on here saying anything. You feel me? Like
I understand what's going on.
No, you don't. You just come on here and say anything.
The front office dropped the ball. Tommy T dropped the ball.
No, they didn't.
He the one.
Right.
Tommy T.
Right.
Tommy T the one coming out. Oh, 20, 30, 40 games. You are who you are. Fuck out of here. You the one who don't want to make adjustments. You're stubborn. You can't. You only going to be who you are if you go into it one way thinking that, okay, if it don't work, then we're going to lose. And I don't care if we lose. My way is either going to win or lose. And you didn't do anything adjustment wise until it was too late. He sucks. He's a bad coach and he shouldn't have been coach of the year last season. So Steve Nash is the best coach in the city.
That's cat. So guess what? Next year, guess what you're gonna see? You're gonna start seeing second-year players when second-year players wasn't playing this year. You know why? Because they proved themselves to Coach Tommy T, and that's all it comes down to: is proving yourself to the coach. And this is coming from a person. Yo, G League success doesn't mean that you could ever be good in the NBA. I remember as a Knicks fan, I could tell you this for a fact: Jimmer Fredette was killing in the fucking G League, smoking everybody. He was smoking on everybody packs. Jimmy Fredette went to the stadiums that said everybody packed. He was wearing a jacket that says everybody packed because he was smoking on everybody packed. That boy came to the NBA and was doo-doo butter. On several times they tried to bring him up to the NBA and he was doo-doo. You feel me?
Tibbs didn't prove himself.
What you mean?
He didn't prove him. What talent did he have that he groomed and made a better player? Grimes got 27 and a loss. Deuce McBride, he did all that work, and then he had an NBA game and showed that where he do in the G League, he could do in the NBA, and he still wasn't giving him minutes.
Again, I think Deuce should have played, especially in the situations where. Now, this is where you need to listen and stop trying to respond before I finish, right? I think Deuce should have played, especially in situations where we were lacking a point guard. But there are games that Deuce played and got heavy minutes and didn't really produce like that. Offensively, he was really bad. He gave a lot of energy on defense, but he was committing stupid fouls. You feel me? Like, these are the things that we see. But when we was injured at point guard to the point that we didn't really have a point guard on the roster, that's when I was like, all right, Coach Tommy T, you tripping. You feel me? But just to play him because he was balling out in the G League, nah.
What you mean? You said that Burks wasn't a natural point guard.
He's not. And again, this is why I'm saying you don't listen to what I'm saying. I said when we got injured to the point when we didn't have a natural point guard on the roster, he should have been playing. I literally just said that, and then you come out with a statement that says, Burks ain't a point guard, bro.
Why quickly they play? Why quickly they play over Burks then?
I agree that he should have. You feel me? I agree. I did a whole campaign saying that we should start quickly.
He dropped the ball. Like, I don't understand what's the problem with me saying.
Also at the same time, both sides of the story. Quickly was not performing to Quickly standards when I was preaching this. You feel me? Quickly was shooting poor from the field for a long stretch of time. He was taking the worst shots I've ever seen in the NBA. But he was still doing other things nice in his game. Like, he was still passing okay. He was still defending at a high level. So I'm like, I was so against Alec Burks playing. I was willing to look over the deficiencies in Quickly's offensive game at the time because we didn't have better choice. You feel me?
It sounds like he made Quickly a 2 guard and Burks a point guard, and then he switched it. That's what it sounds like.
Quickly started being more proficient. You feel me? Like, he started shooting better. He started making like better decisions with the basketball. Stop being tentative with his shot. Start finding his players open more. You feel me? Start taking that fucking 40-foot 3-point shot. That's when he started getting the PT, when he stopped doing all that shit. I don't agree with everything with Coach Tommy T. I could point out, if we had enough time, I'll point out every deficiency in Coach Tommy T's coaching. But when you're wrong about Coach Tommy T, I'm going to point out when you're wrong about Coach Tommy T. You feel me? And in this instant, you're wrong about Coach Tommy T. There's a lot went wrong with this team this year, not just him. You feel me?
I ain't saying it's just him, but he the coach. How much on for winning? When we talk about, and I know we about to wrap up. When it come down to winning and losing, how much onus is on the coach? I'll answer the question first. I'll say 40%, 30 to 40% is good coaching in a winning ball club. That's my opinion. 30 to 40,
60 to 70% players. And my point is this.
Yeah.
If it's 60 to 70% players, let's go with the high end. 70% players, right?
Nice.
That's the range that you gave, right? 70% players. Your star players having an off year. Your second star player starts off the season super rough. RJ Barrett, second best player, starts off the season super rough. RJ Barrett's playing like straight shit. Third place best player, Evan Fournier, is super inconsistent. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's the pick of a litter who's the fourth. It doesn't matter. We just gonna start
because of what you said.
We just gonna start calling out names, right? Kemba Walker, almost non-existent this year. Alec Burks playing out of position, almost non-existent for most of the year. Obi Toppin wasn't playing well. Emmanuel Quickly wasn't playing well. You feel me? Like, should I keep going? Mitchell Robinson took most of the season to get back into actual basketball shape after dealing with his injury. Noel couldn't stay healthy for more than 2 games. Like, if we talk about 60 to 70% is the players.
Derrick Rose, you rotate that roster too.
I'm on 8 players right now. Derrick Rose started out the season rough and they got injured. You feel me? I'm on 8 players. No, excuse me, 9. I'm on 9 players right now. If we talk about 70% of the onus is on the players to produce, there are 70% players who are playing bad. 70%.
I still blame the coach. I blame the coach because
if that's the case, with the talent that's been on your roster over the last 2 years, Steve Nash should not even be coaching in the NBA right now.
I'll get into Steve Nash. I'll say this last thing about Tibbs. I blame him because it seemed like Atlanta figured y'all out by running the offense through Randall. And y'all came into the season doing the same exact shit. So, yeah, y'all might started off hot, had a few games, but the defenses are not stupid. They're going to, okay, well, they didn't make no adjustments. They got the same roster. They didn't make many adjustments. We know how to handle them. Same thing for the Hawks. Excuse me. The Hawks had a great season last year. They didn't really they didn't make no real adjustments. And you see what happened because they didn't. Right. So my point is Steve Nash in the beginning of the season, he did not make the adjustments. He did. But what I will say is the players was carrying us because after 30 games, we were 21-9. We didn't start losing until KD got hurt. So respectfully, out of Steve Nash, he just was doing what he normally does. He didn't necessarily have to make adjustments because we had a healthy roster in the beginning of the season and we were winning. When we wanted to see Nash actually do some coaching is when KD got hurt. And when KD got hurt, you know what I mean? We kind of wanted to shout to my guy, Billy Spliff. I see you, my guy. And when KD got hurt, we wanted him to, do more coaching, more X and O's, more back pits, more full court presses, just style of basketball because we were getting beat a lot with the way we were he was coaching on defense. He was putting us in bad situations by overplaying Patty Mills, for example. And we'll get caught on a switch on the defense, and then we'll have a guy, 6'9", 6'8" in the paint with Patty Mills. That was bad coaching. He switched his defensive scheme since then. His defensive scheme was switching. And that was bad. And he came out, he adjusted, seen that it was bad, and he came out of that. So again, the adjustments that we needed Nash, the necessary adjustments that we needed Nash to make for us to be a better ball club, he did. He made it. He rotated the roster more, started giving players that deserved the minutes. And shout to Sean Marks, because one of the best things we did was give Kessler Edwards the contract to be in the playoffs to help us on this playoff championship run. That being said, I'm covering all facets on how Nash made the necessary adjustments for us to be a better ball club. And going into the playoffs, we on a 5-game win streak. I contribute that to Kyrie Irving being on the roster too for home games.
You said, okay, my fault. Go ahead, finish. My fault.
I'll land the plane now. I'm pretty much finished. But what I'm saying is Nash made the adjustments when it was necessary for us to win games. I contributed to Kyrie and KD, but I see that when the assists went up per game, I contribute that to Steve Nash because he's 4th leader in assists of all time. So I do contribute us passing the ball more, being a 2-3 pass team before we take a shot to Steve Nash because that's where his greatness is known for. It's known for rotating the ball. And I'll say this and I'll land the plane. Steve Nash is in the top 5 coaches for scoring the ball after a timeout. Tibbs wasn't on that list. Jay, bring me my hat, son, please. I don't know what Jari did.
Bro,
where's Jari at?
The necessary adjustment that Steve Nash made was KD being healthy. What are you talking about? He made the necessary adjustments. What are you
passing the ball defensively?
Bro,
defensively, I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about.
I feel like no, your boy, you spoke mad long,
and I answered the question. I answered that question. So why are you asking me that?
It was rhetorical. You feel me? Like, understand what a rhetorical question is.
With a real answer.
Yeah. So boom. Like again, Kyrie said it the best. It's like we don't have a coach on the team
He
because
said that 2 seasons ago.
he said that this season. What are you talking about?
I think it was last season.
No, he said that this season. What are you talking about? We was making fun of you about that this season. What are you talking about? Like, so back to what I was saying. Like Kyrie said, it's like y'all don't have a coach on the team. When you hear KD get up in his post game wrap ups, he's saying everything that you're seeing on the court. We need to pass more. Next game, what happened? They pass more. That's KD. KD is the coach of the Brooklyn Nets. You feel me? They should give him 2 checks. Steve Nash is just there to collect the check because that's his boy. That's what Steve Nash needs to do. Give KD half his coaching checks because KD is the coach of the Brooklyn Nets. That's a fact.
Nah.
Fact.
Nah. Well, what I will say is that
Look.
What?
Another Brooklyn Net fan agreeing with me tonight. Oh, I'm on the roll. I'm on the
Bro,
roll.
I'm not trying to get Brooklyn Nets fans to disagree
I'm on
with you.
I'm on the roll.
I'm telling you
facts. No, what I'm telling you is facts.
Bro, I'm telling you facts too.
KD is coaching and playing great basketball at the same time. They should give him 2 trophies.
He just spoke highly. He just spoke highly of Steve Nash in the post-game interview. He did.
Of course he will, because Steve Nash let him do whatever the hell he wanted to do. Like, I would talk highly about a coach. I would talk highly about a coach that'll let me do whatever I want. Oh, I could go play whatever offense I want because he already know that I'm the greatest. You feel me? Like, so I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna coach this team the way I want.
KD do whatever he want to your coach. He do it to any coach. Ain't no coach that could stop him, especially the Knicks coach.
I'm talking about the offense that he's run. There was I already mentioned this a while ago. There was a reporter that KD and Kyrie was both cool with, and he told KD that he was going to write a book about their experience going to the Nets. And in his deduction from talking to KD and Kyrie, he said that they chose Steve Nash because he's a glorified babysitter.
He's a reporter writing the book. He gonna say whatever to sell a book.
Nah, that's not always the case. That's not always the case. Because if that's the truth, no. You know why I'm not gonna let you rock with that? Because this is the person that I'm trying to
sell a book. What you mean?
This is the person I come to the podcast with the only facts he's equipped with are memes.
Bro, that's not true. I've been whooping your ass all night.
No, you wasn't.
You talking about memes. I just told. Did you listen to anything I said? You was talking to Kalia, so you didn't hear what I said.
I heard a lot of what you said.
Hold on. No, you did not hear what I said. I said out of a timeout, Nash is in the top 5 for coaches for scoring the basket. There ain't no meme stat for one. So you could stop doing that shit because you ain't got that stat for one. For two, when it come down to Steve Nash, when I say he changed, it had nothing to do with the offense and everything to do with the defense. We were getting beat because of the switch defense. He stopped that. We went to zone, we went to man, and we made the necessary adjustments on defense for us to be more effective on the defensive side of the ball. So again, when you talk about meme stats, Nixon-ish, y'all, I trolled your page till I can't come near no more. Second off, when it come down to other Knicks fans, you ain't the only one that get this work. I do it to Orange Tears. I do it to all other Knicks.
Who cares about? I don't care nothing about the What does that matter to me?
Case in point is that when it come down to Steve Nash, Tibbs wasn't on that list. When it come to scoring the ball out of a timeout, Steve Nash was on the top 5. Tibbs wasn't. Tibbs, all y'all say is, if Tibbs had that same talent, he would do this and that. It's all bullshit. He was with the Timberwolves. He couldn't do shit with Jimmy Butler, Catton, and Zach LaVine. He wasn't doing shit. Yo, Tibbs is not that good of a coach. He not.
Who now you making up stuff? Who said that? But anyway, now what you just said. If Tibbs had that talent, who said that? I never said that. It was a word. Who cares? I didn't say it. So why are you talking about?
You or Kev said it. Y'all got a short memory when it comes.
I don't. No, I didn't say that. I would never say that. What are you talking about? Because I said the same thing about what he did with the Timberwolves talent. What are you talking about?
He didn't do shit with the Timberwolves talent, but trade him.
Bro, stop talking and listen. I'll let you talk. I said the same thing that you just said about the Timberwolves talent. So why would I say that if he had the Nets talent, he would have did? Why would I say that?
One of y'all capping ass Knicks fans said that.
Again, you talking to me. You're not talking to nobody else. You could have been on whatever page. You're not talking to me. And then here we go about you meme vlogging because you come up here with
vlogging. This is real.
All right,
shit.
you talk. I let you talk. This is
so
what
stop
I'm saying.
capping on my name.
No, I'm gonna talk. You were just capping on my name. I let you talk. I let you finish. Now it's my turn. Be quiet. You feel me? Be quiet. We about to get over here. Be quiet. Sheesh, bro. Every time I say 2 words, here you go. But you said this. No, chill out. I let you talk. And this is why I be getting tight. You feel me? Now, back to what you're saying about me saying you meme vlog. Yes, you come with your occasional stat, but a lot of times you come
with more stats than you.
Bro, who cares? And they be inaccurate.
So stop trying to discredit me. What are you talking about?
Look, I can't talk. Are you gonna let me talk? Or we can end this, bro. Because next time I get cut off, I'm just leaving. And next time I get cut off, I'm leaving, bro.
All right, so don't cut me off when I go.
I don't cut you off when you go. You spoke for mad long just now. What are you talking about? You spoke for mad long. I let you get through your whole soliloquy about I have stats. I told Steve Nash coming out the timeout with defense because I listened to you talk. The whole soliloquy. I say 2 words and you're cutting me off again. Like, bro, like, are you? So next time we get cut off, I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna end it because I got other things that I need to be doing. We already over time. I'm just not gonna do it anymore. So back to what I'm saying. Yes, you come with the most obtuse random stat and be like, oh, this matters. I'll be like, no, it really doesn't. And I cook you on that stat. But when we call you a meme vlogger, a lot of times you come here with things that you see on a clip, on a meme, and you be like, oh, they said, oh, Julius Randle want to do such and such and such and such. I'll be like, where did you get that from? Oh, I saw it on the meme. That's why we call you the meme vlogger. It's not because you come with the stat. It's because you come with a lot of things that don't have no relevance or backbone to it. That's why you're the meme vlogger. It's not because you come with a stat and go, oh, he's the highest scoring coach off of timeouts. Yeah. Also, it's not cap. That's not cap. That's still it's the same as interrupting me. You feel me? Because you know I'm reading comments.
Nothing.
But you typing. You feel me? Like I don't do that to you. So now from now on, since that's acceptable, I'm writing whole speeches while you're talking now. You feel me? Because that's acceptable. Like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like you don't like listen to when I'm talking, because then you're gonna come out and then you're gonna say some shit that I didn't even say because you don't listen. You just trying to respond instead of understanding. You feel me? But anyway, back to what I was saying. You come with these things with whatever. Nobody's saying that you don't come with your stats, but we call you a meme vlogger because you do go for memes and nothing that's credible. And I cook you on that all the time. You feel me? And you would be a coach that has the most points scored off a timeout if your best players is Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. All you have to do is give them the ball and they're going to score. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And you know why that's a whack stat? Because look, Steve, like for instance, I'm gonna use another team to discredit that, right? For instance, Steve Kerr got injured, and they was talking about how great Steve Kerr was. He missed like 40-something games. Luke Walton went on a 30-something game win streak with the Golden State Warriors. Guess what? Luke Walton, next job, he got fired after 1 year because he's not a good coach. And you just said it's 70% of the players and 30% of the coach. Now you have 2 of the best scorers, of the top 10 scorers, the best scorers in the NBA. You don't think he's going to have some offensive stats that go in his favor as a coach? And when you just said that Derrick Rose was the reason why Coach Tommy T won Coach of the Year, but Steve Nash is a good coach because he has two of the best players and they score points off of timeouts?
No, I said, are you asking me or are you still talking?
That's the contradiction, bro. That's the contradiction, bro. That's a big contradiction. It's 70% of the players. Coach Tommy T only won Coach of the Year because of Derrick Rose.
Yes.
But Steve Nash is a great coach because he has two best players, scorers in the NBA, but he's like top 5 in the league on points over timeouts. What?
I didn't say he was a great coach. I say he got better.
Oh, well, whatever. Semantics. You feel me? Like he got better because he's the what you it's 70. I thought it was 60 to 70% players. I thought that only reason why Tommy T was Coach of the Year is because the players on his team, not because he was coaching. So that don't apply to Steve Nash. So having KD and Kyrie, this is the last thing. Asking KD and having KD and Kyrie doesn't contribute to that stat. Now I'm asking.
No, I'm saying you asking me?
Yeah. I said nah. Now I'm asking. Nah, that don't contribute.
No, of course it do. But my point is that the way he got better, I acknowledge it. Everybody gives criticism to Steve Nash about what he didn't do and what he could have did. And as a vlogger, Brooklyn Nets vlogger, I like to say, okay, yeah, that's true, but this is what he did do in a good light. And that's all I did. And at the end of the day, trust me, those adjustments were necessary. And it was on the defensive side of the ball. It had nothing to do with the offense. The only thing he did with the offense is him and KD. They realized that the double was always coming his way, and they found the way out of the double. And I contribute to some of that to Nash because he is 4th leader assist in all time, and I think he's implementing some of that in his coaching. And since we got Dragic, in my opinion, he became a better coach because Dragic is kind of like the bridge to say, like, Steve Nash is a coach. He's not a player. And I think more last season, he was a player coach. And this year, after Dragic became part of the roster, he became a coach. And I'm saying that to say that, yes, his 30% is going to be relevant versus the Boston head coach. I forget his name, but he was the assistant coach for the Nets last season. And they're going to go at it. You're going to see certain calls. You're going to see timeouts. You're going to see Steve Nash challenging. You're going to see him get up yelling at refs. All of this started happening after Dragic, the Dragon, came to the team. So, again, to land this plane, ultimately, I feel like as far as the ball club is concerned, and I'm not even going to go there. What I will say is this, though. Far as the Boston Celtics on Sunday, and when Nash what's necessary for Nash to do, for one, we win away games. So he's going to be cool, calm, collective in that situation. I'm not even worried about him being nervous. I know he's going to feel some, I guess, jitter, some type of, some anxiety, I guess. But I think that pressure, we make love to the pressure. KD and Kyrie make love to the pressure. And they're going to be able to capitalize off of these situations where they have to step up. And shit, did I miss anything? Because I don't think I missed anything. I just know that it's revenge season, it's redemption season. And that being said, we ready. We ready for Sunday, man. And, until next week, because like you said, we're going to close out soon. We got 2 games. We got a game on Sunday, which is Sunday. And then we got a game on Wednesday. So those are 2 games we'll have before next podcast. And I think we could win both of those games. Am I sure? Nah, I think we take one of those. And we win the next 2 at home. And I want to see the format because I don't know if it's 2-2-1-1-1 or if it's 2-3-2 or whatever. But I know enough to know that we're gonna get one of those games next in the first playoff round. And I think we get game 1. If we get game 1 and apply that pressure to the Boston Celtics for them to win game 2, it's going to be over. But if it's fishes, you know what I'm saying? Shit. But I'll say this. I'm confident. I I'm super duper confident. I don't feel like nah. I don't see we losing to Boston. I don't see us losing to Boston 2 games in a row. I don't. I really do not. I see us winning one of those games, possibly 2. And that's going to be because of Nash coaching and 70% of the players. That's pretty much how I'm leaving off tonight. To say that next Friday we should be 1-1 going into Saturday's game, possibly 2-0.
All I'm
But
gonna
it's
say is this.
but it's not we definitely ain't losing both. That's not happening.
And this is what I'm saying. Like literally, you proved my point. You said Dragic got there and it made him a better coach. My whole point.
Yeah.
That's my whole point. You feel me?
So you want me to break that down? Because I can unpack that.
Listen. You could do whatever you want to do on Nets at night. I'm about to leave. That's all I'm gonna say. My point was, it's 70% players, 30% coach. That was your rhetoric. You feel me? And then we go into the point of now Dragic made him a better coach. Still, all points to the fact that Steve Nash is a trash coach. You feel me? He has, he has a multi-year veteran. And then again, another thing you said about defense. KD was the one talking about defense in his post-game interview.
So hold on, you trying to tell me that
the
star player and the coach is not supposed to be on the same page?
All I'm saying is this:
they're supposed to be talking about totally 2 different things. Ideologies to win games.
Now, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when the evidence points to the fact that Steve Nash is a puppet coach, and the star player is saying all the things that's happening, and then you literally see it happen after the star player say it happened. We know who's coaching that team. You feel me? Literally. They could have had better coaches. They were winning with Kenny Atkinson, but they didn't want Kenny Atkinson because they wanted to play their own way. And how do you play your own way? You get a coach that's inexperienced, don't have no experience, and we're the 2 best players, so we're going to tell the coach what to do. And it's evident because that's what Kevin Durant is doing. Literally going to post-game interviews saying, we need to do this, and the next game it's happening. You feel me? Like what else proof that I whatever. You feel me? I think that y'all lose both games in Boston, but that's just me. You heard? And I'm about to put this kid to bed. You feel? You're supposed to be. That's your team.
Exactly.
But I'm here to bring some reality. You feel me? I give y'all credit.
Let me say this.
Wait, hold on. I give y'all credit when credit is due. I do. You can't say I don't. But I'm also a realist. And I'm going to tell you, I don't see y'all beating Boston in a 7-game series. They just playing better basketball.
Let me say this before I go. And shout to Marlon. That's my guy. But he got to get some of this work too. He started running with y'all, and y'all got this impression that being pessimist and real is the same thing. I'm being an optimist. Let me finish. I'm being optimistic, and I consider that realistic as well. Y'all consider being realistic, being pessimistic. Y'all be like, oh, well, the reality is that y'all not in the playoffs and we are, because we a better team and we run a city. That's the reality. The reality is we beat y'all 2 seasons in a row with sweeps. That's the reality. The reality is,
what does that have to do with y'all beating the Boston Celtics, though?
Bro, I'm not talking about the Boston series. That's what we was talking about. This is the cutting off part you asked me not to do. But let me finish. I'm saying when it come down to you and Marlon and all these other Knicks fans, because he's a net and Knicks fan. If he feels some type of way, we could go out back and have a debate. You know what it is, Marlon. I do this with net fans and Knicks fans alike. Y'all know what's up. That being said, when it comes to real, there's real in the middle, there's optimists, and there's pessimists. Knicks fans are pessimists because y'all 8 out of 9 seasons y'all lost and didn't go to the playoffs. So I understand the ideology. Net fans are different. We're optimistic. We got hope and aspirations. You guys, different. So what I'm saying is y'all could talk that reality shit all y'all want. When it come down to it, it's 2 spectrums to it. You see either optimism or pessimism. And y'all pessimistic and we optimistic. And we got reason to be optimistic. That's me laying in the plane. We're going to win 2 games in Boston. And we're going to come back. We're going to have We're gonna bake those Boston beans, and then we're gonna interrupt the tea party, whatever, or not. And then we're gonna come to Brooklyn and we're gonna spread love the Brooklyn way and win more games. Nets in 6, my guy Barry. That's some realists right there for you.
This is what I be saying. This not real to y'all because we on the winning side of the spectrum. Nets and 6.
Y'all not really on the winning side of any spectrum. Y'all in the 7th seed. You feel me? And just because you're optimistic don't make you a realist. You feel me?
Just because you're a pessimist don't make you a realist.
Again, I was the same person that said if y'all had to play the Cavaliers, y'all probably will beat them. That was me. I said that. I literally said that on the last podcast. I said if y'all play the Cavaliers, y'all going to beat them. I said that. I said y'all chances against the Cavaliers is good. I like it. Like I'm not here just to talk shit just to talk shit. You feel me? I'm a realist. And I'm seeing the way Boston Celtics has been playing basketball. I've seen the way they played y'all this season, and I'm going off of that. You feel me? It's not off of hate. I didn't like the way that y'all beat the Cavaliers.
What you mean? It's not off of hate? Y'all never root for us. What you talking about?
Bro, just because I don't root for y'all, I could have also said that the Cavaliers was going to beat y'all, even though I don't root for y'all. Like, this is what I'm talking about, bro. But I didn't. I said y'all going to beat the Cavaliers. I said that. You feel me? So it's not me just talking shit because I'm talking shit. No, I'm talking shit because I know and like basketball, bro. I know that the Celtics is playing better basketball than y'all. You feel me? And they washed y'all up this season. So I'm going with that. You feel me? Just because you're an optimist doesn't mean that you're speaking facts or you're being real. You also said that y'all had a great shot at being the 4th or 5th seed or some wild shit like that. And I told you, no way in hell that's happening.
Because you're a pessimist.
No,
you ain't see the downside.
It happened. No, it happened. It's not being pessimist. I'm being a realist.
You said it.
Because I was being a realist. I was looking at the teams that was in those seeds and how they were playing, and they were playing great basketball, and they continued to play great basketball. Because guess what? Y'all weren't playing bad basketball going into the end of the season. Those guys continued to play good basketball. And I told you, you needed those guys to do what? Play bad basketball. It wasn't being pessimistic on the side of the Brooklyn Nets. It was being a realist on the side of what was happening in the NBA. You feel me? But I get it. That's what you call real, just being, I'm hopeful.
Nah.
I'm hopeful.
I'm saying
that's the real.
You look at the glass, say it's half empty. I say it's half full. That's it.
All right.
At least at minimum, we talking about the Brooklyn Nets. And us being this and us being this
real though. That don't make you a realist because
bro, what I'm saying is
empty. Sometimes it's 1/4 full, and you be like, it's half full. No, it's not.
Bro, I'm not gonna debate what's real and not, because what's real is real. And at the end of the day, both of us gave our takes on what would happen. I said we was gonna go to the playoffs, even if we in a play-in situation. That happened. And
I also said if y'all end up playing the Cavaliers, y'all gonna win.
You only said that because Jared Allen wasn't there. You know, bro, and that's the only reason why they're not playing good basketball.
And if Jared Allen wasn't there, I would have said y'all would have lost, and I think that would have happened. But we don't know. I have to go with the facts that's presented in front of me. And that's being a realist. Jared Allen wasn't going to play, so I knew your probability of going to the playoffs were higher. But if you would have played one of those other teams, my story would have been different. I work off the facts that's presented in front of me. And the facts that's presented in front of me, the way Boston's been playing basketball, the way that y'all beat the Cavaliers, the way that Boston played y'all this season, it doesn't look good for you. That's me keeping it real.
That's your opinion. I ain't mad at it. Listen, I'm not here to convince T-Time or any other Knicks fan that pulled up. Shout out to the Nets and Knicks fans that pulled up.
It's not about
my point is that my takes is real. Y'all like to think just because I'm optimistic and hopeful that my takes ain't real. And I'm calling cap. Cap all y'all. I debate all y'all one time. All y'all got to do is give me the floor so I can say my piece, so I can smoke all y'all. Because at the end of the day, me being optimistic is what I'm supposed to do as a vlogger. You know, you can look at your team and say we stink, and then y'all lose, and you could say, oh, give my my vlogging more validation because I said we was stink, and look, we stunk up the place. And then what you do, like I seen you, bro. You'll be pessimistic about the Knicks, and then when you win, y'all be like, "Oh, I'm surprised we won." That shit ain't real. That just shows you don't believe in your team. You don't believe in your team.
Oh my God, that's what real is. Seeing the evidence presented in front of you, making a deduction off of that.
Thing.
No, you don't, because
I do the same thing.
You choose to ignore the evidence in front of you and be like, "Oh, we're gonna win because I'm a Net fan and I'm supposed to believe we win."
I never said that.
You kind of just did.
No,
you said we're being pessimistic because we see the evidence.
Save him, Kalia.
She ain't saving nothing. You just said that we're pessimistic because we see the evidence in front of us and be like, "Yo, I'm surprised we won," because we've seen the team not be good. That's being real. We've seen the team not be good, so we make our assessments off the team not being good. That's being real. You'll see your team being bad and be like, "Oh, I believe we're gonna win because I'm a Net fan."
I never said that. I never said that.
Pretty much did.
I never said that.
I literally almost
never
said that. Like, yo,
I never
what I'm
cute
supposed to
much
say,
did. I never pretty much did. I never beautiful much did. I never said that. I never said we're gonna win because we're Nets fans. Stop it. This is all cap. This is what I'm saying. Some of the stuff that you be saying is right about the Knicks and maybe even the Nets. But when you try to critique me on being real as a vlogger, this is why you tread lightly. I ask you to, and you don't, and I smoke you for it. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, the Nets are in the playoffs. The Knicks are not in the playoffs. And I'm saying the whole way through these 82 games, yeah, I was being real when I was, bro. When I was vlogging after pre-gaming and recapping the game, pre-capping and recapping the game, I always looked at what it was. I never try to make it more than what it is. And like you said, you see me complain about this, you see me complain about that. That's because my optimism, I'm saying we could win these games if we do A, B, and C. Case in point, that's why I vlog. That's how I vlog. And shit, you ain't got to believe me. You could go watch the vlog. Not that you are, but if you're a Nets fan, challenge what T-Tom said. Go watch my vlog and see how real I am. And I stand on that. And I guarantee 10 out of 10 fans going to come back and say, yeah, he is optimistic, because I am. I am a optimistic vlogger, seeing the upside. I'm not going to be pessimistic about a team that I'm a fan of. That's not what I do. If that's what y'all do, that's what you do. I don't need to do that. I'm telling you, but we got two different ball clubs, so we ain't gonna vlog the same. Case in point is the Nets are contenders, regardless of what Knicks fans think, because y'all in the play out. So what
does that have to do with what's real and what's not? You keep on saying, "Oh,
I'm gonna tell you."
No. You keep on saying, "No." The Knicks fans' opinions don't matter because their team is not in the playoffs. But I already proved that I be keeping it real about even my own team. So why does that mean I don't know basketball now because my team?
I never said you didn't know basketball.
Listen, you kind of are, bro. When you say why do I gotta listen to what you gotta say because your team is not even in the playoffs? My opinion still matters, bro. That's why you're here,
bro.
That's why you're here. Bro, I let you do your soliloquy, and I caught myself when I was about to cut you off. I caught myself when I was about to cut you off, just so you could do it. You feel me? Just so I can make this point when you do it to me again. You did it twice already while I was.
You cut me off, bro. You can't, bro. Come on.
No, and I caught myself just now. I was about to, and I put my phone down. I put my mic down for you to do your thing. You feel me? But you already did it, and I let it rock, and you did it again. Come on now. So when you check me about me doing it, what I did, you're right. You're right. That's all I said. Now, back to what I was saying. Just because my team is not in the playoffs doesn't mean my opinion doesn't matter, bro. You feel me? This is the reason why we're doing this show. You feel me? I could say whatever. When you was on your 12-game losing streak, I could have said, yo, your opinion don't matter. Your team just lost 12 games in a row. I never do that to you. But you always do it. Yo, your team is not in the playoffs, so why are you talking to me about playoffs? Because I know basketball, bro. That's why I'm able to keep it as real as I do when my team is losing. We probably going to lose this game because we was doing this wrong. and we've been doing this wrong, and this is a pattern. So when I say I don't believe your team is going to win because I've seen the team that you're playing do this, and I see your team doing that, that doesn't mean my opinion is invalidated because my team is not in the playoffs. It might sound cute, you feel me, because you want to jeer, but that don't mean my opinion is invalid. I stand on everything I say. I don't ever cap, bro. I always keep it a buck, a beam when it comes to this basketball shit.
Bro, you finished?
Yes.
You're not going to see me nowhere on the internet discrediting your content. You're going to see me all over. Bro, you're going to see me all over the internet saying I will smoke T-Time in a debate, him, Kev, and Fraz Tass, and any other Knicks fan that pull up. That's what you're going to see. You're not going to say, oh, you ain't going to see me shitting on T-Time or Nixon-ish or none of that shit. You ain't going to see it. You know, it's no content that you can find, but my point is that don't mean you can't get smoked.
You literally
be talking
say,
like, yo, bro, my point is this. I'm gonna just say this and end it off because the season is over. The regular season is over. I said that rookie-wise, Cam Thomas and Kessler Edwards is better rookies than Quentin Grimes. And when I checked the stats, they had better rookie seasons than Quentin Grimes. That was my debate for you. How is that cap? When you look at the stats, Kessler Edwards and Cam Thomas had better rookie seasons than Quentin Grimes. That's a fact. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
You were here. Now we're all the way over here on a completely different topic, on a completely different tangent.
Bro.
But what I'm going to say to what you just said was you do it here all the time. When I say anything about the Nets, why should I listen to you? Your team is because your team is doing this. Why should I listen to you? So that is discrediting.
You say you don't root for us.
That is discrediting what I'm saying about basketball. Why should I listen to you about your critique? You say that all the time. Literally, it's one of your phrases that you say all the time. Why should I listen to you? Because your team is doing this. Why should I care what a Knicks fan have to say? Like, these are the phrases that you use. Those are discrediting phrases. I never say, why should I listen to you because you're a Net fan? I tell you you're wrong, and then I give you facts on how you're wrong. You feel me? And that what this last debate was about. You literally all the time say these words. Why should I listen to you? You're a Knicks fan. Why should I care what you? Bro, that's saying, oh, because you're a Knicks fan, your basketball knowledge holds no value. That's literally what you're saying. Why should I listen to you?
You heard me say that? For that to be literally what I'm
saying?
That's literally literal.
That's what you're saying. Why should I listen to you? You're a Knicks fan. And I'm not saying that, oh, I think your team is going to lose just because they're going to lose. I'm saying I think your team is going to lose because of these reasons. Why should I listen to you? You're a Knicks fan. I don't care what you got to say. You're a Knicks fan. These are things that you say. Like, bro, and I never tell you why you're doing your soliloquies about the Knicks and why the Knicks are bad, why you think Tommy T is a bad coach. I never, who cares what you got to say? You're a Net fan. Never do that. I go, okay, that's how you feel. This is why you're wrong. And that was the whole point that I was just making. This whole thing about Kessler Edwards and all that, that was nothing part of what we were just talking about. But we could talk about that as well. You feel me? Kessler Edwards barely got minutes this season, bro. You were crying for him to get minutes.
What? I can't believe you just said that, bro.
He didn't get more minutes than Quentin Grimes, aside from injury.
I can't believe you said that, bro. I got the stat right here. I don't have to do none of that, bro. I got the stat right here, bro.
Total minutes, not per game. Total minutes.
Okay, we could do total minutes if you want to do total minutes. Kessler Edwards stats, man. I can't believe you just said that, bro. And listen, what I'm saying is this. I say I don't. Why should I listen to a Knicks fan? Because I know y'all biased. Y'all don't root for us or want us to win. This is a fact. This is the Nets fans' reality that the Knicks fans do not root for the Knicks fans. I mean, the Nets fans. That's why I be saying that. I don't be discrediting your content personally, but the truth is, this is what you stand on. You say, I don't root for the Nets. This is a fact. This is reality.
And when I think y'all going to win, I say y'all going to win.
Bro, what I'm saying is you root against us. So just the simple fact that you're rooting against us, you came out, I'm going for the Bucks. I'm going for the other team. Bro, that's you going against us. That's not impartial. You know, or it doesn't sound like
my critiques are always impartial. I give you reasons why I'm going to go against y'all. You feel me? Like, again, I just said if I was that much against y'all, I would have said the Cavaliers was going to beat y'all. I did not say that. And I root against y'all. I wanted the Cavs to win. And that's being a buck. I wanted the Cavs to beat y'all. But I knew they wasn't going to beat y'all. I was rooting for the Cavs. But I came on this show and said, hey, y'all going to beat the Cavs.
All right, so hold on real quick.
Whatever.
Quentin Grimes and Kessler Edwards. Kessler Edwards played 48 games, started 23 of those games. Minutes played, 20 minutes a game. What else? He averaged 6 points a game. He averaged 6 points a game. And a lot of stuff don't show up because he's a 3-and-D guy like a Quentin Grimes. And I'm saying that to say when you compare the stats, because you can compare the stat right here, compared to Quentin Grimes, right? Quentin, where's that? Compared to Quentin Grimes, man. Okay, here we go. Quentin Grimes played 46 games and started 6 games out of 46. Okay, Kessler Edwards started 23 out of 48. Okay, minutes played 987 to 786. Kessler Edwards. Okay, field goal attempts about the same, 9.7 to 10.8. Quentin Grimes. Field goal percentage, Kessler Edwards. Field goal attempts, Quentin Grimes. Field goal percentage, Quentin Grimes, but 35 to 38 is close, but still Quentin Grimes.
A lot of those was close, but you didn't say close when you was talking about Kessler Edwards. Well, okay, yeah, keep going.
No, all of these stats are close besides the game started. Kessler Edwards started 23 times and Quentin Grimes started 6 times. So, yeah.
Kessler started. Yeah, you know why Kessler started? Because y'all was dealing with a lot of injuries.
Whatever. But just the number-wise, he played just as well as a Cam Thomas, where he averaged, per 36 games, Kessler averaged 10 points, Quentin Grimes averaged 12. Like, bro, it's really close. It's really close. And the only thing you could really say significantly different is the minutes. Games started in the minutes. And both of them are 3-and-D guys. And, yeah, you could debate whether or not Kessler Edwards or Quentin Grimes had who had a better year, but it's a debate. It ain't no clear cut Quentin Grimes won it. That's for damn sure. And Cam Thomas, it's same thing for him. When you compare his stats to Quentin Grimes, because again, we started the season like this, and to say who's the best rookie. And again, when I compare Quentin Grimes,
again, we when we do these stats things, is always just the offensive stat comparison, right? I want you defensive rating is an important stat. You feel me?
Defensive ratings are definitely an important stat.
Yeah, so also equate that. See,
I'm looking at the stats that I got. I don't.
So that's what I'm saying. And when I talk about Quentin Grimes, it's not only his offensive stats. You feel me? And now, like I said, I just peeked at both of their stats. They're kind of equal. You feel me?
Who? Both of who? Cam Thomas and Quentin?
And Kessler, because Kessler in that same conversation. You feel me? But my thing is, where Quentin separates himself is the defensive end of the ball. Defensive rating. When I was doing the last time I did it, which was a minute ago, I'm going to immediately say that it was a minute ago, the last time I checked the defensive rating for rookies. Kessler Edwards and Cam Thomas was nowhere near Quentin Grimes. It wasn't even close. It's like 30 people between the both of them.
Kessler Edwards probably up there now. Maybe not Cam Thomas, but Kessler there.
Bro,
I don't know how to.
I can't really say yes or no. But last time I checked, it wasn't even close. And that's where I draw the difference. You feel me? It's like, all right, I give Cam all the offensive stats, but it's not like he's blowing him out the water. You feel me? It's close. But what I'm saying is where the difference and a major difference is the defensive rating stat.
For Cam Thomas and Cam Thomas and Quentin Grimes.
Kessler, when I looked last time, I don't know about it now. I can't tell you now, right? I can't tell you now. But last time I checked, it was about, I think Kessler Edwards was like 30 people behind. Cam Thomas was like almost 80. Like, it's weird, bro.
No, I hear you. Quentin Grimes defensive stats right here.
Defensive rating.
Defensive rating. Okay. Okay. Shit, I'm trying to compare him too because ultimately it was a good season for all three of them. But I just clear cut to say that Quentin Grimes was better than Kess and Cam. I'm not jacking that shit at all. I would say Cam Thomas, he did his thing, and he's a better rebounder than I thought, to be honest with you. You know, on the offensive side of the ball. And he couldn't look. I told you he played 60-something games, and that's because he was playing defense. They was taking minutes away from him for not playing defense. They wasn't even letting him get on the floor because he wasn't playing defense. He had to play defense. So yeah, maybe he's not as good as Quentin, but shit, he ain't bad as he was when he first got in the league. That's for sure. That's for two things.
But we
sure two things for certain.
I hear you, right? But what I'm saying is we're comparing players. You feel me? We're not comparing what he did last year or beginning of the season to what he did now. We're comparing the actual players to each other. You feel me? That's where it matters when we're talking about, because when we talk about these players, I'm mad that I'm doing like all the players right now, and it's making me mad because none of our rookies are in a position where it's anything to write home about, honestly.
I know. I blame.
And I also credit that to the fact where every time Quentin Grimes is on the court, all right, I just went all the way down to 176. I see Quentin Grimes. I didn't see Cam Thomas. I didn't see Kessler Edwards.
For defense?
Yeah, defensive rating. 179 is Quentin Grimes.
Okay.
And
well, what I will say, I can't find a stat, but what I will say is that we cut James Johnson to keep Kessler Edwards for the playoffs. That's huge. James Johnson is a veteran, and for us to feel like we need Kessler in the playoffs, that was huge for us. That was a big thing.
I think Kessler is more multi-versatile than James Johnson is. Kessler can score a little bit. You heard? Like, on multiple levels. He's not just a D&3 guy. I've seen he has the ability to go to the basket. He's younger, so he could play more minutes. He's not a horrible defender. Like, and I don't think he commits as many fouls as James Johnson does.
They got 26 rookies in here for 3-point percentage. Cam Thomas 24, Kessler Edwards is 10, and Quentin Grimes is number 2. So that's his strongest stat. I can't take that from him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, he's a gunner. Word up.
I won't take that from him. But shit, here we go. Rookies for minutes. This is everything right here. We just want to talk about these three. We don't have to get into all these other rookies because
it's not everything, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Kessler Edwards is 23 for minutes for rookies. You see what I'm saying? Day'Ron Sharpe is what? He's in there? Whatever. They don't give him enough time, if you ask me.
I think Day'Ron Sharpe is a better defender than Kessler Edwards and Cam Thomas. And he's 385. I still haven't saw Kessler Edwards or Kessler Edwards or Cam Thomas in this list. I've seen Day'Ron Sharpe first, and he's 385. And I rest my case there. You feel me? I'm not even gonna continue to look for both of them.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Fine. That's fine. You are 300 something. That's enough. Cam Thomas, number 21 for minutes. Kessler Edwards, 23. Quentin Grimes, number 29 for minutes. Yeah. So
That's the category. The category is minutes. Field goals made. Let's talk about it real quick because I know we about to dip. Let's see who's who and what's what. Cam Thomas, number 17 for field goals made out of all rookies. Kessler Edwards, number 30. Let me make sure I didn't overlook Quentin. No, Quentin is number 36. So, you know, these are the stats. I'm just reading the stats. These are not
what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, offensively, you see how close these are, except for Cam. You feel me? Cam, offensively, field goals made, he's obviously way higher, right? He's also played a lot more minutes. Let's be perfectly honest, right? But defensively, it's not even close. We're talking about a 20 difference between Cam and Quentin Grimes. Not even 20, maybe 15 difference between Cam and Quentin Grimes as far as field goals made. But we're talking about over 100 and something difference in defensive rating.
Okay. I hear you. Cam Thomas for points. No, is this points? Yeah, points. He's 18 for rookies. Kessler Edwards is 33, and Quentin Grimes is. These are the top 50, and Miles McBride is up here at number 48. Jericho Sims is up here at 49.
They played more games and more minutes.
But Quentin Grimes is here in front of Kessler Edwards at 32. So Quentin is 32, Kessler Edwards is 33. Honestly, it's too close to call. I'm not about to. Oh yeah, it was nah. They played good seasons, man. They did their thing. They did.
And that's my point. Offensively, it's really close. Defensively, it's not close at all. You feel me?
Defensively, let me see if I can see that stat. I don't think I can, but these are just defensive rebounds. This is blocks, steals. They really not known for that.
Like defensive rating. That's the important stat. Oh, I just found Cam Thomas. 403.
403.
But this is the whole NBA though. It's not just rookies. It's the whole NBA.
Okay.
And that's still not really good, bro. I'll just be perfectly honest.
I ain't saying that's good. I ain't saying that's good at all, to keep it real with you.
Yeah.
But he has purpose, man. He definitely has purpose when he's on the floor. And that's what I'm saying a good coach do. Don't put him in situations where he's guarding the toughest offensive player. Don't do that. We do that with Kessler Edwards.
Sorry to cut you off. Sorry. But when I'm talking about Quentin Grimes, he's normally guarding the toughest deep offensive player. We don't put him on a scrub. He goes out there, he's guarding veterans that's killers. We putting him on the Jason Tatums of the world. Like, go ahead, killer. Try to lock him down. And he's still 170 something as a rookie in all NBA defenders.
Yeah, no, I respect it. I ain't got nothing bad to say about defense, man. Defense win championships, and that's what we're gonna need going into the playoffs and into the finals. I just know that a good coach is not gonna put a player in a situation where he at a disadvantage. We put Kessler Edwards on these players. Y'all gonna see, because everybody gonna be watching the playoffs, and every time I say, Kessler Edwards gonna give Brown a hard time. And it's not to say he's going to lock him down, but he's going to contest everything he put up. Anything Brown put up, the best thing the Boston Celtics, the best thing the Boston Celtics got going for them is the refs. If they could get us in foul trouble and control the tempo, that's the only way they could beat to win. Otherwise, they're not going to beat us. They're not going to beat us controlling the tempo by making field goals, going down the floor, making field goals. Since Nick Claxton and Bruce Brown and Kessler Edwards been clicking on all cylinders and playing as well as they've been playing, what's been happening is the percentage of the opposing team went down. Instead of them shooting maybe 50% plus, they shooting 50% or lower. And that's because we play the perimeter harder than we did before. We just playing harder now. You know what I mean? I feel like when KD came back, we just started playing harder. I feel like when he left, he took the whole, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just like, damn, KD left. We ain't got no chance.
Bro.
But now we back at it.
First of all,
defense got way better.
Y'all got nobody that could guard Tatum. Nobody. You talk
nobody
about
that could guard who?
Tatum. Jason Tatum. Nobody on your team can check that man. You feel me? And I know you got players on your team that you feel the same way. Like I feel the same way about how you feel about Kessler Edwards, Gordon Brown. I feel more confident about Marcus Smart guarding Kyrie Irving. You feel me? Like Marcus Smart is an elite defender. You feel me? Like elite. Yo, you muted, bro. You're muted.
All right, I'm back.
Elite defender. Like, now I'm not saying he gonna lock up Kyrie Irving. That's ridiculous. Like, I'm not saying that. But I got more confidence in Marcus Smart making an imprint defensively on Kyrie Irving than I have on Kessler Edwards being able to make a indent on Jaylen Brown defensively.
We'll see, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
We will.
Again, the game is on Sunday. We could speculate as much as we want, but I like that we got Kessler in the playoffs, and hopefully Day'Ron Sharpe.
What time y'all play? I hope y'all play late so I could go and watch.
We don't play early. We play early. We got an early game. We play at 3:30. You know what I'm saying? That's a real early game.
Because I want to go to Sam crib, Uncle Sam crib, watch a game. Not awesome. I'm near to hate. Just awesome. It's my uncle.
Why you can't go? Go.
Because I gotta.
Oh, Khalil?
Actually, I could go early. You're right. You're muted again. You're right. I could go early. You're right. I could go early. I wasn't even thinking about that. I want to watch the game. Whether he win or lose, I don't care. At this point, I'm in the fan of basketball mode. Yes, I'm going to root against the Nets because I don't like the Nets. But if y'all win, I won't be mad. You feel me? Like that's the situation I don't think y'all understand. Like I want y'all to lose, but if y'all win, okay. Okay. Like
Shout to said for rooting for us, you know what I'm saying?
He's a whole trader.
It's all good, man. He from New York, man, and that happens. Look at Marlon. I tease him all the time, but truth is that Marlon is from New York and he roots for both teams. So shout out to Marlon. And trust me,
do the same shit.
Trust me, when I out and about telling people about what we do, I meet Knicks fans that were Net fans. I meet Net fans that were not really. I meet Knicks fans that like both teams. You know what I'm saying? And that's me and you. That's me and you doing that for the month. Not just us, but there's fans, we fans like that. Like, yeah, I'm rooting for the Brooklyn Nets. Ain't no rooting for the Knicks. It's just rooting for the Brooklyn Nets, and that's what it is. Yeah, that's us. But nah, man, some of these fans, they like both teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I appreciate you for catching yourself, bro. I saw what. I saw what was happening there. First of all, listen. I gotta say this before we did. You saw how, for anybody who's watched this long, you saw how passionate me and this guy was yelling at each other for cutting each other off.
Yeah, you see, we still here
like that, and cutting and shit like that. Like it almost looked like we didn't like each other. And now you come to the end of the show, we laughing with each other because that's my motherfucking guy. You gotta understand this. Like, I do this because Knicks fans on Twitter Spaces is rough there. You feel me? Like,
yeah. Nah, it's true though. I fuck with T-Time. I don't want y'all to get the impression as soon as I get off, I'll be like talking wild crazy about him. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I hold him at high regard. Even the show, as much as I'm not invited there, but it's smoke, man. I told y'all that
you're not invited there because I was treated on Knicks at night. Nets at night. So until that's rectified, you're never gonna be welcome there. And I see you trying to be slick. When Kev do a live, you go in there trying to talk your shit, and I'll be like, "Oh, he act like I won't block him for real."
I'll be trolling Kev, but he'll be ignoring me sometimes, so I'll dip in and dip out.
But that's my guy for real. We only do this shit because of competitive nature in sports.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah,
I got mad love for his children. Like Jay, that's my guy for real. Like I like Jay more than I like his dad. You feel me? Like that's my guy.
Yeah, now I meant to come in talking about Jay because I took him to the basketball park
And you know, he had a good game. You know what I'm saying? It was just good being out there.
You gotta get him in some like official basketball shit, bro.
Yeah, no, he want to go to summer camp. He want to go. He want to go to basketball camp. So I want to get him into that. I want to definitely get him into that soon. This summer actually. But yeah, man. You know, I know, and I just want a disclaimer, man, because we be talking heavy. But when I was out there, trust me, I played 2 games of basketball. My son want to go tomorrow. I'm gonna go tomorrow, but I might be a spectator. You know what I'm saying? I might be a spectator. I don't know if I'm doing back-to-back games like the NBA, man.
Oh, when we get to the backstage of this, I got an idea, bro, for the near future. Not now, not this off season. You feel me? But like later on, you feel me? Like maybe next off season we could do something crazy. You feel me? But this off season, nah, I'm nowhere near ready for what I'm about to propose, son.
Yeah, I'm good.
Word, but nah, like yo, I love all of the Knicks and Net fans alike. You feel me? The ones that's respectful and come here and talk their shit. Like you always see, I see the Net fans in there. I'll be, yo, shout out to such and such. You feel me? Barry is one of them, one of the Net fans I fuck with because. Yeah, I mean, even though we agree, he clown me sometimes in the comment, but it's always respectful. You feel me? Like
shout out to Jimmy J on this guy J1. He I like him as a fan because he got a jersey like me. He got a one that say J. It's a Nick fan. It's a Nick jersey that say J on the back. He got every time after the game he always be like, yo, where that Nick fan? Where that Net vlog at? So I know he been talking about me. So shout out to him. He be
Jimmy's my guy. Jimmy's a good. Jimmy's my guy. That's one of my Knicks-ish people. You heard? Like shout out to Jimmy. You already my Knicks-ish fans stay in the comments heavy. Shout out to JJ Jackson. I ain't give him a shout out all episode. I saw you in here, but I was too deep rooted in my turn up to give you a shout out. But shout out to JJ Jackson in the building. You feel me? Shout out to everybody. Yeah, this is a place where respect is above all, bro.
That's a fact.
And I say I could vouch for that on Big Fan Breezy's page. I could vouch for that on my page. He could do the same on my page. I don't tolerate none of that shit. You heard? Like,
yeah. When I introduce the show to people I meet, like I did in the park today before I got here, I always tell them that, yo, attack the teams, man. Don't attack fans. You know what I'm saying? Don't attack fans. Ain't no SMD, ain't none of that shit. We don't play none of that.
Like
so say what you need to the team.
All the reason I could gray the lines with Big Fan Breezy, I might tell him he's a capper. Oh, you contradicted yourself. All that other like shit that's not necessarily pertaining directly to the team, because that's my guy for real. I know if you got a problem with something I say, it's nothing for once we press N, yo, T-Time. I wasn't digging that shit right there. Oh, my bad, bro. You feel me? But it's different with everybody else. So that's why we always try to make sure that the lines are clear. You feel me? I had a few times on the spaces, JJ Jackson and this guy Tony. They both dope. Tony's my guy too. You feel me? JJ Jackson is my guy for real, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. As you should, Jimmy. You feel me?
Yeah, we showing love.
So JJ Jackson's my guy, Tony my guy, but JJ Jackson my guy for real. They be going at each other crazy, pause, right? Mm-hmm. Like I have to mute the spaces and be like, yo, y'all got to chill out.
Yeah.
Everybody love everybody. You feel me? And anybody who comes into the spaces like on some disrespectful, they boot it. We not even, I don't care if you a Knicks fan, a Net fan, it doesn't matter. Disrespect for anybody who, no matter what team you represent, is not tolerated. And I'm just happy that we creating the safe space for sports talk. You feel me? Because a lot of people don't like that.
Nah, we here for it, man. I'm all for it. Shout out to everybody that been helping us build the brand, to Said, to Joey Parker and Jay Jada or Rocco. Shout out to your boy Jay Fluky. Like I even called Word on the Street the other day and told what's his name? Name?
His official rap name and street name is Pretty Boy Green.
All right, Pretty Boy Green.
But we really call him Ritty sometimes. Ritty. You know what I mean? Like, because nobody want to call another man pretty.
Right. I called the show and I said, yo, thank you, because you and Jay Fluky, because of y'all, we got the best sports intro song in all America. You know what I'm saying? All over the
All
world.
of America. Yeah.
Appreciate
Hold on.
y'all.
Before
So it's
I
love.
get off this live, I gotta do something for my bro Joey. You feel me? He's just been officially made a sponsor of Manscaped.
Joey. Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen that.
So what I'm about to do, give me a second. Copy URL. All right. I'm about to post the link to Joey's, and I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin it to make sure that it always shows at the top when everybody watches the show.
Yeah.
So, oh, come on. I'm trying to get off this live, man. I'm already an hour over time.
Yeah, we wilding right now. I'm surprised
Nah.
how I'm alive right now. Know what I'm saying?
Listen, man, shout out to Wifey for holding it down, bro.
Yeah, she definitely held it down. Shout out to
Yeah.
Wifey.
Shout out to Wifey for holding it down. Oh, this is a little kept secret. You heard? I'm at the tag Joey too. Damn. Can I edit this? Nah, I'm gonna delete it.
Yeah, we still on, Fresh. We about to come off in a minute though.
Yeah.
That game was crazy. I ain't gonna pretend like I ain't fitting to watch that shit. I probably
Yeah.
missed it, but I watched the
I
highlights.
think we both missed it, Playboy. You feel me? But I am
Man,
gonna
we was here, man. Thank y'all for tuning in for real.
Yeah, we had some people in the spot, you heard?
Yeah, nah, it was here.
Make sure I
They
tag
was
my
here.
what I'm doing. Make sure I tag my guy though. You feel me? All right, Joey. Parker. Boom. There we go. All right, yeah. But yeah, shout out to Joey, man, because that's my brother for real. Like, you know what I mean? He always hold us down. You heard? And he's doing big things. Yo, this is what I want to say. It's not quiet as kept because I'm saying it on Who Run the City, but the night show for Henny's Corner is looking like a real thing, bro.
Okay.
So all I'm gonna say is, from now, start thinking about your babysitter's options, bro. Because you and wifey gonna have to pop out, bro. Y'all gonna have to pop out, bro.
Bro,
Listen.
my babysitter options is olive oil. Slim to none. So I'm gonna see what I can do, man.
Yo, that's all I'm giving you time. We ain't nowhere near close
Okay.
to where we need to be to get the show popping.
Yeah.
But the first one is on me. Like the whole audience is on my bill. You feel me? Except for the drinks. You feel me? Like your eats, your admission fee, all that is on the guard. You feel me? Because it's gonna be a ticketed event. That's how dope we doing it. You heard?
Okay.
So I want to make sure if I'm doing this, everybody who I fuck with and supported me, Kev, if you still watching, make sure you and wifey got a babysitter.
Barclay, man.
Oh look, look, there go Joey right there. Yo, my guys. Yo, I just posted the link, Joey, for your new sponsorship for Manscaped.
Right.
Click the link and get 20% off by using the Joey Parker code. You feel me?
I could try, man. Yo, Joey, let me give it a shot. Manscaped. If you want your balls to smell the freshest, get Manscaped.
First of all, Manscaped got some fire products. I always wanted to try Manscaped. You feel me? And I was like, nah, I'm gonna wait. They got clippers for your man regions. You feel me? Smell goods for your man regions. Yeah. I'm single and ready to mingle. I need this in my life.
Yo, man. Listen, that's what's up.
Give your balls some integrity. That's fire.
I'm gonna post that.
That's fire.
I'm gonna post that.
To do it. You just took it down when I tried to do it. But yeah, that's fire. Nah, shout out and congratulations to my bro, man.
That's a fact. Shout out to you, Joey.
Yeah, I mean, if you click the link and follow the instructions, there's 20% off on your purchases from Manscaped if you use Joey Parker's code. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Reflex Radio. That is the the boss, the captain, whatever you want to call him, Joey Parker. That's my guy. He's
Right.
the reason why. He's part of the reason why. He said, "Post this." Yo, I did. The link is in the comments, Fraz. I posted as Who Run the City. Is the Facebook link with Joey Parker and free shipping. Correction. Oh, thank you, Big Fair Breezy. 20% off and free shipping. You heard?
These guys don't let up, man.
Yeah, free 20% off and free shipping by using Joey Parker's code. That's the listen, man. I haven't done it yet. I already told them I will, and I'm going to do it because they got some products that I need in my life as a single man. Even if you're not single, it's never wrong to keep your balls fresh. You feel me? It's always manly for your balls to smell nice. You feel me? Fuck what you heard.
Right. That's smart to do, man.
And now you can save money doing it. You heard?
Yeah. 20%.
Yeah, Joey.
Shipping is
that's my guy.
Don't front like the shipping don't be like $10. So you're getting 20% and the free shipping. So that's a good $20 you probably saving or more. And think about what it's for. Think about the cause, what Manscaped can do for you.
Yo, listen, man. Listen, I'll tell you.
Yo, let us do commercials, man. Let me and T-Time do commercials, man. We ready.
This is my story before I leave, right? You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say that I'm always the most amazingly trimmed man. You feel me? But one time I fresh off the trim, got my shit smelling amazing. Shorty was about to do what she do, and she was like, "Oh, oh, I think I like you more now." You feel me? That's why you need to go to Manscaped.
Yeah.
Yo, Joey, you know it's only say the word, bro. I would pull up more often, but I know you're a busy man, and I don't know exactly when you're gonna be doing. No offense, and you know, Big Fan Breezy work on the weekends, so you got to give him some days in advance to finagle some things. You heard? But I know
I could call up first.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, but if you want, you got to give him some time to make the option if you want to be there in person versus calling up. You feel me? He just needs some time. You know what I mean? But you already know the vibe with me. You set up the bat signal. T-Time on the way. You heard? Yeah. But all right, I'm over it now. I promise you, I am.
Nah, man. Shout out to Joey, man. He helped us upstart this brand, and I appreciate that. I haven't got the words to tell you how much I appreciate it. So shout out to you, bro.
Yeah. Last thing I'm gonna really say is, if you're looking to do a podcast, Reflex Radio, and you don't have, say for instance, you start from scratch, you want to do a podcast, you don't know nothing about nothing, Reflex Radio is the place for you. Yeah. Great service. They helpful. They could teach you a lot. You feel me? I'm not just saying that because Joey's my brother. I'm saying that because I've seen it in live action. He started Reflex Radio has started a lot of people off in this podcasting business. You feel me? Quite a few, and help them flourish. Get your brand instantaneously seen and heard around the world. There's people who watch Who Run the City from India.
That's true. It's
Germany.
True. Yeah, like he laughing, but it's true, bro. He seemed like a real pie chart, and it showed all of the different countries that listen to the Reflex Radio, bro. Reflex Radio is big. He had a billboard in Times Square. Like, this ain't just some, it's not just flexing. It's reflexing. You understand what I'm saying?
I like that.
So y'all should pull up, man. Like,
nah,
don't say we didn't tell you. Put it like that. Don't say we never said nothing.
Don't act like y'all don't know motherfucking brother. You know what I mean?
Don't act like y'all ain't hear about Reflex Radio. Like, oh no. We telling y'all. We putting y'all on.
Brother. That's my brother. My daughter called him uncle. You heard? That's my brother.
Yeah. Tune in for sure. Tune in.
Word. But yo, appreciate everybody for the pull up. Shout out to everybody who stayed with us for how many hours? 3 hours.
3 hours, bro. Shout out to wifey, man. I couldn't did it without her.
Yeah, you give her my appreciates. You feel me? Like tell her I said tell her T-Top said what up and thank you. You feel
Word.
me for holding down the fort. Kalia was trying to wild out today.
Shout out to Kalia.
I don't know if y'all saw. I'm not a strict dad like that. You feel me? But today I had to put my foot down. Yeah, I mean, now she knocked out. I will tell you, we went to the movies. We saw Sonic. She had mad airhead gummies, and we split a medium fruit punch. Now, if you've been to the movies, you know the medium punch.
Big jump.
Yeah, we split that. And then after the movies, we went to Cold Stone. She had like the Love It cup of cotton candy ice cream with marshmallows and sprinkles.
Wow.
So when she got to the crib, because my plan was to go to the park, then I looked at the time, I'm like, oh, I can't make it to the park for her to burn out this energy. So when she got to the crib, oh, bro. Daddy, daddy. And I'm sitting here trying to talk to you. I'm like,
yeah, nah, I seen it. Shout out to Kalia, man.
Yeah, shout out to all the dads, man, because there's some dads that was in the comments tonight. Joey, I know Kev's a dad for 100%. I don't know about Fraz's kid situation, but if he is, I'm pretty sure he's a great dad because I think he's a great guy. You heard? Yeah. But yeah, we out of here. This is it. It's over.
Yeah.
Finito.
Nah, appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. It's love, for real.
All right.